can give it its own movie and just do absolutely nothing for me was such a massive misfire. And it was a massive misfire for a lot of people. I'm sure there's people out there that do enjoy the original Nun movie, and God bless you, and I'm glad you really enjoyed it. I really am. But for me, it absolutely missed the mark. But I was still hopeful that if we ever got another Nun movie, it would be better, it will be decent, because I do think the character of the nun deserves a really good horror movie. And I am happy to say, after watching The Nun 2, I actually really enjoyed it. It entertained me. It didn't bore me like the always enjoyed the character of the nun.
Clicked it again. Yeah, and I mean, the Nun was Nun 2. Nun 2 is definitely a big improvement over the Nun, but an improvement that I don't even remember the movie really. So it wasn't much of an improvement. Not really, but very generic type of horror film for me. But it was much better.
Was right, though, man. He was right. The Nun
had
a lot of potential, just like Annabelle had a shit.
Absolutely, and The Conjuring too. Yeah, like he said, she's terrifying in that movie. And I totally thought we were live, and ended up when I clicked it, didn't go live. So now we're live.
I was wondering about that. I'm going like,
Oh no!
Oh my god!
I clicked it, and then it just like loaded and didn't do anything. So here we go. That was a good intro though with Dave. So what's up, chat? Thank you everybody for being here.
Maybe the Nun 2 is here, and we just don't know it yet.
Maybe that's what happened. I think the Nun possessed
those gremlins
for a bit. We have Larry backstage, but we can only have a few on, so Larry will have to wait a little bit till somebody humps off. But
hey,
we're
JT,
gonna.
You know what? Hey, JT, let him have my spot, brother. I gotta run, but I want to give you much love to the chat and to you guys on the panel. Yeah, man, this is something I didn't think I'd be seeing again, but I hope I do it again real soon.
Definitely, man. We got to set up maybe for next month, as in May, to do that Fast Times versus American Pie. We got to definitely do
that. We definitely need to do that.
Awesome.
All right, you guys have an awesome show, and listen to that little bell on the toe. All right, I'm out.
All right,
thank you so much, Pat. Love you, man. Take care.
Hey, Patrick.
All right, let's bring on Larry, the horror cat.
Hey,
hey, man.
Hey, Larry.
How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Larry. It's nice to meet you.
Good. How y'all doing?
Good, man. How you doing?
Good. We're about to count down, do Creepshow. So, chat.
Nice.
So I dropped the link for Look Movie for Creepshow if anyone wants to watch along, and we're gonna talk some Creepshow. I'll give like a minute or two, and we'll do that. Hey, Jamie. We got Jamie in the chat.
Hey,
Jamie.
Blissful. Hey, Blissful.
Thanks for the vote, Jamie.
Anthony Chobot. How you doing, Ant? Great, dude. And everybody else, I mentioned your asses before, but I'm stupid. We weren't live, so you're gonna have to deal with that. Love you, love you all.
Said so many nice things about so many people.
I know, right? You guys know I love you, Sean McManus. How you doing, Sean? Good to see you. So let's do this before as people get it ready. When's the first time people saw Creepshow and their thoughts on it the first time? We'll go clockwise. Matt.
Oh, man.
When was the first time you saw Creepshow?
I can't remember the exact first time. I've always loved anthology films. I'm a massive fan of the Amicus anthologies. So anything that's kind of along these lines, I'm on board straight away. So yeah, I actually have the 3-pack of this, and I think we talked before. I'm not sure whether it was live, but we talked about the third one being a real drop off. And I'm not big on the series. I've not seen all of the series. However, I would really recommend the animated one, the one with Kiefer Sutherland in it, and there's 2 episodes, one with a circus and a guy on an island. Those are amazing. But the first 2 of these, yeah, they're fucking great. I love them.
Yeah, Creepshow 2 are just fantastic. Knight, when was the first time you saw a Creepshow?
Oh man, I was a little kid and I was watching it on TV with my younger brother and my cousins, like on a Saturday afternoon, which is what we did a lot as kids, watching horror movies. But yeah, I mean, as soon as I saw it, it was just like it was gold, and it's definitely one of my all-time favorites, even to this day. I couldn't even tell you how many times I've seen this movie. There was a period, like in my teens, where I would just sometimes just throw it on, just put it on. It's like a comfort movie for me. So I love it.
Yes, that's kind of how I feel with it. Also, I think it's the best horror anthology. It's my favorite, and I have certain movies like that. And like Day of the Dead and The Thing and Halloween, it's Evil Dead 2, it goes down, that are the same way. That it just, if I can't think of something to watch, or if I'm doing something and I want something in the background, which I always see something in the background, this is a movie like those that I will throw on and just have it in the background. So I've seen this movie so many times, and I think, if I recall correctly, 9 or 10 years old was when I saw this movie, rented from Blockbuster. I saw Creepshow 2 a few years after that. Oh, we got a little super chat here. Thank you so much, Jim. You didn't have to do that. Congrats again on 1K. Awesome panel tonight. I'll be lurking. Can't chat tonight, but wanted to check in. Enjoy the night. Well deserved. Thank you so much, Jim. Thanks for all the support, as always. If anyone's not subscribed to Jim, now it's dark, absolutely go over there. He's a great dude. Jamie saw Creepshow in theaters. Awesome.
Very cool.
Larry, when was your first time seeing Creepshow?
It was I was at my grandmother, uncle's house. It was summer. I was in elementary, and it was like they would leave me home alone, and it was on Cinemax like one afternoon, and yeah, I was like, I saw. It was like, I don't know if it had just premiered or something, but I was just blown away, man, when I saw it. The whole Ted Danson thing, the the rabbit. I always got a kick out of the big ass like monstrous looking rabbit. That was always cool.
Yeah.
I always like, I wish I don't know about you guys, but when I was a kid, I was like, man, I wish I had powers like that,
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, for sure. Like, just the effects by Savini in this is a huge thing that we'll talk as we watch. Jason, when was the when was the first time you watched Creepshow?
Oh, geez, this is going back in the day. It's one of the first 2 horror films I ever watched, and I reckon I was about 5 or 6 years old. Children of the Corn and Creepshow are the first 2 horror films I recall watching it, and this is probably one of the reasons why I'm, so messed up now. But yeah, look, I just remember having it there. It was a Friday night and just not blinking and just watching everything unfold, and I may not have slept for a few days afterwards, but it was a good introduction to horror. But yeah, no, it's unbelievable. Like, the special effects were mind blowing, and I just remember being awestruck by it.
Yeah, the effects. Yeah, Savini is just a master, and this is when he first got into puppetry, really. And I believe, if I recall correctly, it was Stan Winston that like taught him how to work on Fluffy for the crate. And this was like his first foray into like actually doing puppeteering and making a creature, like that's not Jason. When Ari had his little few seconds there in the first one.
Fluffy's still in good condition. I saw Fluffy the other year, and
you told me.
It's perfect. It's like, it's still going strong.
That would be one that, if I was Savini, I would want that forever. Like, I would never want to get rid of Fluffy. And Keith, man, what is the first time that you saw Creepshow?
Oh, well, this is the theaters in November of 1982, and back then it took a little longer when it got done at the theater to hit HBO, and HBO was about all we had as far as that. We didn't have Cinemax yet, so it took about a year. So like a whole year later to hit HBO, and then that's when I first seen it. I watched it because my mom's a big Stephen King fan, and she liked Romero, and she had watched a lot of these with me, shit like that, Trilogy of Terror.
Trilogy of Terror is great. Black Sabbath.
Black Sabbath Asylum, Tales of Witness Madness, From Beyond the Grave. You know what I mean? So we were looking forward to it, and I actually remember the day we did. We bought some popcorn, had some hot dogs, and watched fucking Creepshow. I was like 10.
Awesome. So yeah, so a lot of us saw this pretty young, and even some introductions almost to the horror genre. So I mean, this movie obviously means a lot to all of us. So everyone in chat, if you're ready, I'll drop the link one more time. If you guys are ready, who's watching, we'll get it started.
Yeah.
I'll do a little. Right, I'll do a little 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, go on go. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Got it.
And the score to this movie is fantastic too. I always forget who did the score. Was it John Harrison?
Yes. Yes.
Is it? Okay, I'm surprised I got that right.
He also did a lot of directing, and he was also the screwdriver zombie and Dawn of the Dead.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's right. That's a great kill too.
Yeah, it's John Harrison.
And we have the great Tom
JT,
Atkins.
I have a question for you.
That's right.
Yeah.
How does it feel, man?
Question.
You know, once you hit 1K, how did it feel?
Felt good. I mean, it's a lot of work for sure, but it's fun work, and I think that's something all of us who have channels and do content can agree with. That it's worth the work.
Sometimes it's easy to forget that. Sometimes it's easy to forget we need to have fun and not get petty and do stupid shit. And we all have that tendency to do that. We're only human, you know.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it happens. We all exactly like you said. That's it. Always pays to bring yourself back and remember exactly why we do this, and just for our love of horror.
I'm an
and
evil
film
maniac,
in general.
so I lose control easy. You know. Hey, it is what it is. You know.
Now we have Joe Hill here as the son, and
Yeah.
I read a long time ago that he was, when he gets slapped by Tom Atkins, Stephen King was there on set, and he was afraid that he was going to get hurt, that his son was going to get hurt. And you could see a small little continuity error right before the slap hits him. You see the mark on his face already, the makeup. And I always notice it, but I mean, I get it. He didn't want to hurt Stephen King's son. And he even said to Stephen, he said, Stephen, I'm a professional. Like, I'm not going to hurt your kid.
Yeah, he fucking harassed him about it. He's like, I'll tell him now, you know, he's just a little kid. Now, you're not going to hit him hard, are you? Tom's like, dude, I'm a professional. It's all right. I won't hurt your son. I promise.
That's a great little behind the scenes thing.
Give him some inspiration for his books when he's older.
You're right.
He's written some good ones. I've only read a few of Joe Hill's books. It's like something box, heart-shaped box or something. I'm thinking Nirvana, but something like that. And the Tall Grass, which got an adaptation, which is pretty good.
I'm pretty sure he's done some anthologies as well, which is quite funny considering we're watching. We're watching.
And and that his father was even not just the Creepshow adaptations, just all of his little short story collections that King released over the years, which is like the book version of an anthology.
I'm reading, I think it's The Bazaar of Bad Dreams at the moment. It's taking me a long while to get through it, but yeah, I'm one of the later ones, I guess.
King gets everything. What color underwear people's wear and everything else, man. King gets all the way in fucking detail.
Yeah. And like the cast that we have in this is just unbelievable.
Yeah, it's fantastic cast.
Hal Brook. We got Stephen King, obviously, is Geordie, and the acting's whatever. He was coked out of his mind and drunk at the time, so I forgive him.
Is there anything he can't do?
Yeah, exactly, right? I mean, it goes on and on. We mentioned Ted Danson and Leslie Nielsen, and it's an all-star cast here. And of course, the great George Romero.
Love Hal Holbrook. So good.
Yeah, no, he's
great.
He
was.
And the absolutely gorgeous Adrian Barbero.
Yep.
Yeah.
And she didn't want to
She is my
take that
favorite
role.
character in the whole thing, man. My favorite
Oh yeah,
character in the
she's
whole
great. And she didn't want
Yeah,
to
she
take
is.
it because she didn't want to be a bitch. She didn't want to be seen as this absolute bitch. But I love her character.
Yeah.
It's fantastic, man. She just wanders around with her drink, bothering people and shit, all drunk, just talking
Yep.
shit. And people's like, fucking this thing me alone.
And when he keeps having the recurring gag of him imagining killing her in all these different ways.
Yeah, I
And
know.
then
That was so
her, and
funny.
the applause, everyone, oh, great shot. So all of that's hilarious.
Golf clap. Golf clap, yeah.
You even have George Romero's wife in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Romero is going to be Romero is going to be the next director dive mini doc that I do to follow up the first one, which is Mario Bava. So I had to start with Bava, as he has the most films on my top films list. But then I was thinking about it, and I said, Carpenter, Craven, those won some polls, but I graded on a curve because those are the ones that are always going to get the most votes. So Romero sounded good to me. I said, all right, Dead Trilogy, 2 Dead Trilogies, and all his non-Dead films will be great to discuss and go through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this is a nice start on rewatching Romero.
She's going by Christine Forrest in this, so I think they had already divorced.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, yeah.
Because they stayed friends, you know what I mean? Which is cool. That doesn't happen a lot.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Trash?
You know what I mean? So that's cool.
Trash Picture Show in the house.
Hey, Marty, how's it going?
Now we got Mr. Dan. How you doing, Dan?
Mr. Dan.
Always a pleasure, bro. What did Jamie say here? King is writing a detective series right now. 3 or 4 books in already. They made 1 book into a TV show on HBO called The Outsider. I have the books. Gives my son. Nice. I haven't read a new King book. I don't even know. Dr. Sleep, actually, and that was maybe a year ago. I read the book finally. But like a newer King book in the last 10 years, maybe. I haven't read any of his newer stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I have like 3 bookshelves that are all King, like from Carrie through like his 90s stuff.
Very cool.
Yeah, some of King's newer stuff I just can't get into.
Mm-hmm.
I've tried and I just can't.
Yeah. I was more of a reader when I was a little kid. Like I read full novels when I was 10, 11 years old. Now I just fucking want to. Isn't that weird how I wanted to as a kid? Not as strange.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't have time for it.
I own more books than I read, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm
absolutely. We all just said yeah. I got 4 books on my nightstand here. I haven't read one of them in like 2 years.
I'm looking at them now going...
I've got
that's how I am
many
with
that I'm
comics,
halfway
man.
through.
They've just been sitting there like a
Right.
decoration.
Collecting dust.
Yeah.
I'm like that.
I've got one book I've been reading
Never
for 2
one I
years.
started.
I'm still rereading books, and I'm like, I get halfway through and I put them down, start a new one. Then I get halfway through that, put it down.
Yep.
Like my comic list is like back in, I think I'm halfway through 2023, and I'm still catching up on them. Ridiculous. Like,
oh yeah, there's so much. I mean, there's just too much entertainment and all.
And then you add in movies on top of that.
Yeah, exactly. There's too many mediums. There's too much stuff. But I know Matt is getting tired. Matt has to hop off. I know Knight.
I'm an old sleepy dude. I gotta go.
No problem. Yeah. And just like as always, guys. I mean, Matt, thanks for staying up. I know you're over in UK village. And Knight, as always, a pleasure, man. Every time you take some time out of your busy schedule, it's so appreciated.
Absolutely, man. No, big congrats, and this was fun.
Thank you.
I can only echo that. That's perfectly said. Guys, thank you so much. Lovely to see you all. And JT,
I'll talk to you tomorrow, brother. I'll talk to you tomorrow, bro.
See you later,
guys. Yeah, man. Bye. Catch you later, Matt.
All right, and Knight, we got to do plan that. We got to do that in Mouth of Madness.
I know, man.
So we got
we'll have to plan that soon.
Yeah, we got to find a day that works.
Absolutely, man. But hey, all of you guys, take it easy. Enjoy this fantastic movie because I absolutely love it. And again, man, congrats, man. 1K, that's big stuff.
Thanks so much, Knight.
I know, man. I know. I wish I could stay longer because I love this movie so much. This is my favorite anthology as well, easily.
Yeah, this is my favorite.
You know? I love Tales from Darkside too, but yes, yeah, exactly. It is, man. It is. But right, man, I'll be talking to you later. And
yeah, absolutely.
Keith, Larry, Ginger, I'll be talking to you guys as well.
All right, man.
Have a great night.
All right, man. Catch y'all later.
Great night. Yeah. That never gets old, does it?
Later, guys.
Take care, man.
Bye.
Much love, man.
Hey, JT, man, I'm running some errands right now. I wanted to come on and say hi and congratulations. So when I get home, I'm going to try to jump on again, brother.
Yeah, no problem. We'll be here for a few hours here because we got these 2 anthologies. So hop on whenever. I just threw another the link in the chat if anybody else wants to hop on now that we got a few free spaces on the panel. But yeah, Larry, cool. If you can hop on later, and then I'll see you later.
All right, brother. I'll see y'all in a bit, guys.
Thanks for joining, brother. Langoliers I saw in chat. Oh, the Langoliers. I actually enjoy the Langoliers for as terrible as the CGI is.
The Langoliers gets a lot of grief, but if you take out the crappy CGI, it's a solid movie.
Yeah.
Like it's well done.
Man, I have been friends with Knight since the very, very beginning.
No, I know you guys go way back.
Well, he was my first stream. He was covering Fulci's film, the trilogy.
Nice.
The Gates of Hell trilogy. And he had me on there for See Living Dead, and that was my very first time live, man. And I was fucking so nervous.
I remember when I first streamed with him too. I was nervous as shit. Him and Steven from Craven Something Scary. It was Katie from Poppin' the Popcorn invited me to come on with them. And that was one of the first watch parties, but I didn't really know Knight or Steven. It was my first time meeting them. I remember I was a little nervous there, especially because they were bigger channels. I was a very small channel at the time, but just the two of the nicest, most big-hearted people.
Oh yeah, I've done uncountable amount of streams with Knight and with Steven, Craven. He and I did Christine together about a year and a half. So he's a hell of a nice guy too.
Oh yeah, he's heart of gold, that guy.
Him.
We got we got Bedelia. What were we saying?
Oh my god. Where's my kick? But my favorite line is when he finally comes up out of the grave and he's walking, and he says, "Where's my cake? I want it. It's mine."
I don't blame her for killing him, man. If he's screaming like that, like a lunatic, I get he wasn't all with it, but he's kind of screaming.
Gets stuck here, man. Yeah. Usually these revenge stories is revenge from the good guy. This is revenge from the bad guy.
Yep.
So we got to switch here. You know what I mean?
It's a great little twist.
He doesn't deserve to come back and get revenge. He doesn't deserve to come back.
Why does he come back? Yeah, I don't know why this year, right? This specific year he comes back, because he does this every year, they say.
Yeah, he's so full of hatred that it was able to bring him back. That's what I think it is. It's just his hatred brought him back.
Hey, what's going on, Johnny? Yeah. I wonder if it's just something about this specific night, this the year out of how many years, who knows? I think they say, right? Doesn't the old woman say 10 years ago or something?
Yeah. This is some kind of a big anniversary. That's why everyone's there. She always comes, but I don't think everybody always comes. You know what I mean?
That's probably what it is. Yeah.
Chick even brought her boyfriend Ed Harris with her. You know what I mean? So everybody's at this motherfucker. Everybody's left anyway.
Yeah, for sure. I think we all are when we start doing this. I mean,
I was stammering, talking about every fucking thing else, man. It was fucking embarrassing.
Yeah, we all started somewhere. We all started at the same place, not knowing what the hell we're doing. This song goes on forever too. That Ed Harris is dancing to and shit. It's the longest song ever.
Don't let go.
Yeah, and it just keeps going. I mean, it's catchy, yeah, but it goes on.
that was perfect for the time because it's got that touch of disco, yet it's not disco. Perfect for 19 between 80 and 82.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. It has like that catchy like keyboard melody, but it's not full on disco or Motown or anything like that.
What's that move he does, man? What the fuck is that? People fuck with him about that to this day, and he just kind of laughs it off. They remind him of this dance. It's the Ed Harris dance. There's only one.
Yep.
He's the only one that can do it.
He's a great actor too. I mean, he went on to do some amazing stuff.
He almost died a few years back of cancer, man, but he beat
it. I remember that. Thank God he did. The last thing that I saw him, I think before that,
skinny and sickly looking. Remember, he was real thin.
Yeah, I think the first time before that I saw him was like before he got sick was Westworld, the HBO show when he was doing the first season of Westworld. I don't think he was diagnosed yet.
Yeah,
I think was that why he didn't come back for the third season of Westworld? Maybe.
I haven't seen the third season. That's one I still got to catch up on. And I know Aaron Paul's in it too. Because the first two I really enjoyed the first two seasons.
You guys remember seeing him smoke in any other movie but this one? He smokes a lot in this one. And I think he's the only one I've ever seen him smoke.
Does he smoke in Westworld? That's like the first thing that comes to mind that he might. But maybe he doesn't.
See, I know he didn't in The Abyss. I know he didn't in.
Did he? Did he pass away?
Stand.
Jamie said he passed away.
No, I think
he's still
alive,
kicking.
Man.
Yeah. He's
he almost died.
The Truman Show.
Here, let me.
It's a great movie. Does he smoke in that?
This is the one that I've ever seen.
I have an image of him smoking in the Truman Show. I don't know why.
That's what I have an image of him in Westworld. That's at some point. That's how I feel. I feel Westworld is an image in my head, but we can just completely be remembering wrong. He had no cigarette.
He was
Mandela effect.
1950, and I think he's still going, man. November 20th.
Yeah, he is.
So that makes him how old? That would make him 73, 74? No,
yeah, probably around there. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe. I'm glad you're feeling better, buddy. Yeah, I wasn't feeling good the other night. I was feeling nauseous. Even earlier today, I was feeling a little nauseous.
That should persist a lot more as you get older, too. You know what I mean? You get more trouble getting into it.
It's been happening more. Not like often that it's like, a concern or anything like that. Like, I go to the doctor, it's fine. My blood work's fine, all that. But I don't know. Maybe it's just like, like you said, like getting older and just fucking shit just takes more energy stuff.
Man, and nausea is like the fucking worst, man. Nausea is like one of the worst feelings.
It's like nausea and dizziness. I don't know if I can separate like what it is exactly, but it's just like I have to lay down and like back, like on my back and shit, and then it relieves it.
That could be stress too, man. That could be anxiety and stress. That sounds like anxiety.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've been, I've had anxiety for most of my life. Yeah.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah. I think a lot of us. It's weird. You notice in the horror community that there's a lot of us who, one, are insomniacs. Two, started very, very young with horror and film. And that. We all got our issues and quirks, but that's what makes it fun and interesting.
I don't care. I'm getting out of the way of this fucking thing. I'm not just gonna lay there and watch it slide. I'm gonna try to get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah.
I'm already out from underneath that some bitch. I don't care. What was he?
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's a great kill though. That he gets when he gets his head crushed.
You're too afraid to move, but you're not afraid of it landing on you. That motherfucker weighs fucking thousands of pounds. That's dumb, man.
I mean, the first instinct with me would be get the fuck out of there instantly.
Yes, man. I left my shoes behind.
Oh yeah, just get. I don't know. You see that in so many movies. Like Marcy in Friday is a famous one for me. When she don't move out of the way of the axis, she just come on. Like at least roll out of the way, do something. Thanks so much, Joe. Love you, buddy.
This chick was still dancing to that fucking song. The same song.
I know, that's how long it goes. It goes the whole segment. The whole segment is that song.
She's still jamming to that with their two just kind of sitting around looking a little sour and rich and obnoxious.
I like the color.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I like the color usage in this, and just the comic look. They nailed that. Like, especially with the certain scenes, like when he pops out of the grave earlier, and then with the cake in a little bit, and just how it shrinks the screen with the border. So that's one thing that Creepshow 2, even though it has the animated wraparound, which looks really cool, that's one thing I feel it doesn't do as well as this one, is the comic book feeling.
Well, just different. They just wanted to go different with, which I praise them for that, because they at least succeeded in that. It is entertaining.
Oh yeah, I Creepshow 2, like I said, is almost on the same level as this movie, and the raft might be my favorite segment out of both movies. I mean, tied with like the crate and something that tied you over. Those are like the three. Out of these two.
Just those pretty boobs all by themselves puts a high on the list.
Oh, I was speaking to Steven earlier. Hey, Steven, how you doing, buddy? Thank you so much. And I figured, same with Knight. He was on for a few minutes. You guys are just fucking powerhouses and putting out content like crazy. Anytime that you can just hop in or anything is super appreciated. Thanks so much, man. 1,000 and going.
We gotta do another one. We haven't done shit since 15. Eric,
how you doing, Eric? Thanks again,
my
man.
mentor. Eric is my mentor, actually, man.
Oh, Eric's great. I keep forgetting. I gotta watch his Ghoulies videos after I covered the series. Not Critters, not Ghoulies. I always confuse all those mini fuckers now, because I did all those movies in like 1 month. Gremlins 2, the Critters series, the Ghoulies series. Thank God I didn't do Hobgoblins and that other one that's terrible that I can't think of right now.
Say, if it wasn't for Eric and Knight and you and Ninja, I don't know if I'd still be here. So I just want to say thanks to all you guys.
Well, thank
you guys helped out. You guys kept my brain going in the right direction. You were friends when I needed it. So thank you.
Of course, and we're always here for you. That's one thing that's great with this community, and great with just like our little close knit part of the community stuff. We're always here for each other.
Because I definitely needed it. There's times I was ready to just go the fuck off, and it would have been the wrong thing.
Anybody who's not subscribed to anyone, but if anyone's not subscribed to Steven at Craving Something Scary, especially if you're a Scream fan, because he is the king of Scream on YouTube, I'd say. So if you're a Scream fan, definitely subscribe to him. And definitely subscribe to Hey Internet, Eric here. I always fucking like read your name dyslexic. Like, hey Eric, Internet here. But yeah, subscribe to him.
Dude, he's been around for like 10 fucking years, man. He's been around a long time. He's a veteran, man.
Yeah, and congrats, Eric, for you just passed like 1,300 or so subscribers, 1,350, something like that. That's great. What's up, Daniel? Finally watching A Spontaneous Combustion with Brad Dourif. That's a movie I haven't seen in like a long time.
I love that movie. Like, that's amazing.
I remember his performance. I remember his performance is excellent as always.
Yeah. It doesn't get enough recognition, if you ask me. Like, it's good.
I'd agree, because that's a movie I totally forget about. That's something I gotta add to the list and revisit.
My favorite in part two
over
is old Chief Woodenhead, man. I love Chief Woodenhead.
That's a great one too.
The very last one. Thanks for the ride, lady. That was fucking entertaining too.
That's a good one. That's my least favorite, though, is The Hitchhiker. That's my least favorite in two, but it's still very fun. But Chief Woodenhead, everything out of Sam Whitemoon's fucking mouth is brilliant. Like, he is such a great character. Something to tie you over.
Take my slave with me, fat stuff.
Yeah, Fat Stuff and Rich Boy, just all the names, all the characters. Martha and I forget what's the husband's name, but both of them are likable, likable people.
Gotta have my slave with me.
Yeah, he has such great lines.
Dick, man.
Girls are gonna be lining up to have this hair between their legs.
That's the worst thing that could have been done to him was get scalped that fucking hair off his head. That's the worst thing you could have done to that dude. Because he was so proud of that hair, man.
Oh yeah, I know. That was fitting poetic justice. This guy talks about his friggin' hair that he grew for like 9-10 years or something like that. Yeah. Perfect. Especially he's going to Hollywood. He wants to be rich and famous. Chop that fucker's head off, his scalp off, his hair off. Get rid of it. Cat's Eye with James Woods. Cat's Eye is a fun one.
Cat's Eye good. Yeah. I love the smoking one where he's trying to quit smoking.
Yeah. I like James Woods.
It's been so long, I can't actually remember that one.
It's been years since I've seen it, but it's fun. And James Woods is great in most things for me. I mean, Videodrome is one of my favorite performances from him.
I wish I liked James Woods better. It's just something about I just don't like his face, man. I mean, he's
yeah.
But something about him seems slimy and sneaky.
Yeah, I know what you mean. He has that face. He's got that like just snarky look to him, maybe.
Have you ever seen the?
You know who else is like that? Jeremy Sisto.
And it was made in like the early 70s. It's called The Visitor. Watch it. It's got James Woods.
The Visitors.
Yes.
I don't think I saw that. No, I never saw that.
They're young, man. James Woods and Railsback and all them are young as fuck. It's a really good show, man. It's a little bit on the exploitation side, but in a.
That's I love that. I gotta check it out.
It's really good. They're all in their 20s and shit, young.
Here we got Jordy Verrill turning into a plant. I mean, this is my least favorite segment here, but it's still a great one. It's still fun.
Kessler, that scene in the Sentinel with Chris Sarandon when Beverly D'Angelo and shit is eating his, sitting down there eating his fucking brains or whatever.
Chris Sarandon is great.
He says, "We are."
He is a great actor and underrated. I mean, especially his performance in Dog Day Afternoon.
Yeah,
as the transvestite, whatever he is in that, when he's a sex change, he is great in that. I think he got nominated for that role. Lipstick?
He's good. He's great in Lipstick.
I don't think I saw Lipstick. It sounds familiar though.
I don't think I saw him in both of the Hemingway sisters, Margot and he's got both of them in it, and him, and he plays the youngest sister's music teacher. And
that's interesting. I gotta check. My fucking watch list is forever now. Hundreds of movies that I've been adding to my list. It's like, damn, man. It's like every time someone mentions a movie, basically, anytime anyone I'm on the stream for, and I trust their opinions, mentions a movie, it's like, all right, that's right. I'm adding that.
If you like Sarandon, you've got to see Lipstick because he's a bad guy.
Yeah, no, he's great. So anything that he's in, I definitely will check out. Meteor shit.
First Child's Play, man. First Child's Play, he's so fucking obnoxious.
I know he is. I love him in that. He came back actually too, in the show.
Dude.
Hey Joe.
JT.
How you doing, man?
Yeah, it's all good.
Good. Congrats, JT.
Thank you, man. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for your friendship. Yeah. What are you up to?
Good to see you happy, Joseph. Good to see you happy, man.
Yeah.
Definitely. What are you up to, Joe? What are you up to today? How was your day?
My day was pretty good.
Your barrel.
Meteor shit is the best line in this whole segment with Jordy Verrill.
Yeah, like BAD. Also, yeah. Got cool some big job.
There's one part that does get me in this segment every time when he's looking like in the mirror and he's turning into a plant and he's like he's hallucinating or thinking of his dad there. And he says, like, I'm gone, Dad, right? Like, I'm like, it's just going to take me over and I'm gone. Well, the way he delivers that, like, it's very disturbing in a way.
Yeah, because he calls him daddy, even. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
He's so
vulnerable. He's so vulnerable in that moment.
Yeah.
Hey, Phil.
He's like a helpless little kid, man.
What's up?
He's reverted back to a little boy because he's helpless. There's nothing he can do about what's happening.
Yeah, no, he knows he's screwed.
I'm dying, Dad.
And the effects look cool. The effects look cool with the plants and stuff growing on them.
Yeah, hold on a second. I got some notes here about this shit, man. This was shot in Monroeville on the hill. Oh, hold on. Let me see. Where is it? Okay, yeah. On the hill near Penn Hall in Monroeville.
Nice. Jerry.
You know,
Jerry's calling your name. Jerry's calling your name, Keith.
What's it, Jerry?
On chat.
Hey, Jerry, what's going on, brother? That is the Scream Factory, man. That dude has every Scream Factory.
Nice. What's up, Jerry? Welcome, man. How you doing? Any friend of Gorephobes? Friend of mine.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Tales from the Darkside spot of the music in this? And it goes, it makes the Tales from the Darkside series noise.
In Creepshow?
This particular segment.
Oh, you mean from the Tales from the Darkside show? Yeah. They also use the Creepshow music in 1408 when they're in the elevator. Samuel L. Jackson and John Cusack, when they're in the elevator going up to the room, you can hear like the main theme, the piano, the piano at the beginning. You can hear it on like it's like the elevator waiting music.
I need to check that out. I don't remember that.
Yeah, I found that out just maybe a year and a half when I did a video on 1408 when I was looking up behind the scenes stuff. I said, "Wow, I never noticed that."
Very cool.
I like that movie.
Well, 1408, yeah, that's probably my favorite Stephen King horror adaptation.
Whisper to the Scream.
Yeah, there you go. Whisper to the Scream. He's got it.
But yeah,
there you go. Nice.
Today, yesterday, I was watching a Daniel Harris horror movie yesterday.
Oh, which one? Oh, Southbound's nice, Keith.
I forgot which one. She was playing as Amy, and she was in this hurricane in the hospital, and she's like finding a way out.
That sounds familiar. Is it a newer one?
It came out in 2017.
Yeah, it sounds familiar. I don't know if I saw it though.
It's good. It's on Tubi. It's called. Forgot what it's called. Let me look it up.
That's a good call from Daniel, the Terror Tract with John Ritter. That's a good anthology.
I've never seen Terror.
I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, that's a decent one. I haven't seen it in forever, but that's good. And I never hear that. I totally forgot about that movie actually until just now. No one talks about it.
Here's one nobody talks about. This has got Melissa Rose in it, and it's also got
The Perfect House. I've seen that.
Yeah, I've not seen that.
You know who I met at Jersey? Ronnie, the guy who plays Ronnie, Paul Piano or whatever. Dude, I don't know. I mean, he looked like he had his nurse with him. Like he didn't look in good shape. But I talked to him for a few minutes and stuff.
Back then. Remember all those short ass shorts and shit, his balls are probably fucking hanging out.
Yeah, I mean, he was like getting help walking and stuff. Like he seemed like he was in bad shape. Even his mind a little bit. He was like kind of confused a bit. But I mean, he was there. It was fun talking to him.
You know, he was quite a bit older than them too.
So yeah. So yeah, I watched that yesterday, and yesterday I watched Werewolf Massacre. That was good. Werewolf Massacre with Daniel Harris. She did good in that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Have you seen that, JT? Werewolf Massacre?
No, I've heard. I've heard of it. The one from 2017. You were saying? I never saw it though.
Does Fluffy like live forever? Because no matter how long you walk Fluffy away, he always comes back and he's just like he was before. So
I've always wondered that, man, because you see on the crate that it's an expedition from 1896, 1876, and something in the late 1800s. So he's been in that crate for like fucking over a century, and he hasn't eaten anything. So it seems like like he's invincible. He's immortal.
I mean, he's still a spry motherfucker for not eating and being locked in there and cramped in there all that time. He just hops right out like he just went in, you know. It's like, damn,
I'm surprised that they haven't made a follow up to the crate, because they show the ending with him breaking out and his eyes there. I'm surprised they didn't make a full feature based on Fluffy.
When they first introduced Creepshow 2, and I heard it was going to be a Creepshow 2, I expected a continuation of that.
Yeah. That makes sense. It would have made sense if they did that.
Yeah, I understand why they didn't.
Something to tide you over.
Yeah, JT, I had your day today, man, but I was sick, dude.
Now, this was at a time when Leslie Nielsen was just starting to do the comedies, man. He was just starting to go from drama to comedies. Remember, he had done Airplane.
Yep. Airplane's fantastic.
Yeah. I am sure, and stop calling me sure.
When did he do the Naked Gun, the Police Files, like the TV series?
That was
I'm not sure. I was never a big Naked Gun fan. Keith might know.
Like the mid to late 80s, I think, like around the mid 80s. Yeah. They immediately turned it into films, man, because it was such a big hit. And he's so fucking good.
I always thought that the TV series was like, early 80s, late 70s or something like that. And then they brought the movies back in.
Yeah.
But I love those movies. I can watch them over and over.
Nice beaver. Thanks. I had it stuffed myself.
I just had it stuffed.
Daniel mentions the Mummy story. The first segment in Tales is excellent. Just the cast in Tales from the Darkside, the movie is great too. Steve Buscemi, Julianne Moore, James Remar, Christian Slater, who's a favorite of mine back in the day. Like the excellent cast throughout all of that movie too.
Just in that very first story, man, you got Steve Buscemi, you got Christian Slater, and you got fucking
Julianne Moore.
Julianne Moore, yeah.
Awesome, like cast right there. Yeah, it's
that's a good thing about
first
anthology
segment
films.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
The anthology films, you can get such a huge cast in for each segment, and it can be so different, and you can have some freaking amazing actors in there. And because it's only a minimal amount of time, sort of full feature film, they get the budget there for that. It's
And especially, you're right, and especially with the anthologies like the VHS series and stuff, where ABC's of Death, it's different directors too that you get with each segment, so you can get different cast members and stuff. I mean, those smaller ones, VHS, they don't really have like big stars, but you get directors,
but they're able to get bigger writers,
different writers, directors per segment, which is a very cool thing.
Yes, JT. I hope when I meet Daniel Harris, I hope she will like me.
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't she, man? You're awesome, and she is like a sweetheart, I've heard. So I'm sure she'll be awesome in person.
Yeah, I'm going to try meet her this October.
She's a real person. You know what I mean? She's a chick.
Scarefest,
She's a real person.
Yeah.
She don't fuck around. She tells you how it is. She's blunt. She's nice, but she's blunt. She don't fuck around. I'll definitely tell you that, man.
I won't.
Yeah.
I won't, man.
She's a nice person, but she doesn't.
A nice person.
She's real nice. I'm just saying.
That's why I like her podcast.
See my celebrity crush. Y'all know that.
What's that? Talk scary to me. That podcast is amazing. Like I love that one.
Yeah, I know it's great. The way that her and who the hell's the other one? Like
Scout Taylor Compton.
I don't think of her name. Scout Taylor Thompson.
Yeah,
Compton. I always say Thompson at the end. Scout Taylor Thompson. They have great chemistry. They really do.
Yeah. She stuck up for her.
I love every now and then on Instagram I'll see it pop up.
Because Jimmy Curtis made Scout fucking cry, and fucking Danielle.
I remember that.
Stuck up for her. It was like, bitch, listen.
Good for her.
Yeah.
I remember hearing about that. Jamie Lee Curtis making her cry.
She's being rude as fuck to him. Jimmy Curtis is not a nice person.
I've heard that many times.
It's just a shame.
Met her.
Like,
it is.
It's a shame to hear that because I mean I reckon she would have been really nice back in the day. Like in the 80s, she would have been nice as pie. Even going into the 90s, I reckon. But I don't know. Maybe she's just
she's an icon of the films we love. So that's what makes it so
yeah.
That's such an icon.
Exactly.
But, yeah.
Well, that's what they say about Tom
Savini. Trading places.
They say that about Tom Savini too. That depending on when you catch him, he can be a real prick or he can be the nicest guy.
I mean, anyone can be that way.
I mean, and that's true. But like a lot of people that you hear in the horror community, everyone said like Felissa Rose and stuff like Doll. Like you never hear a bad thing about her or anything. Like there's a lot of people like that. But there's some that you hear that every now and then. And Savini is one I've heard from people.
Tom's not necessarily an asshole. He's just to the point of having no tact when he does it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, basically. That's how I.
He just says it like it is.
Yeah.
You gotta have tact, man. You gotta have tact. If you're gonna be a blunt person, have tact.
Yeah. So I mean, especially with the conventions he goes to and they all go to and stuff, you gotta, even as old as it gets, if it does, like for some of these people, which I'm sure it does. When I see it, so Alex Vincent, I had him on the channel, then I saw him in Jersey and hung out when I smoked a cigarette with him. He was walking around at certain points. It looked like he was tired and like you know what I mean, like it's going through the motions at that point, and I can totally see that. Like every so often, especially in the summer and stuff, weekend after weekend or every other weekend, you're going to these conventions. People coming up to you, harassing you for pictures, autographs, and all that, and talking the same questions. He's probably been asked a million times. All of them. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, I met Norman Reedus at a convention years and years back in Australia. He was so like. He's one of those actors that wears sunglasses inside. He wears sunglasses all the time. So he's got that douchiness about him. But like he was nice enough to, have a chat. He was nice enough to, see me later on, have a cigarette as well,
PJ is more than a sweet look, man. She is fucking the sweetest fuck.
PJ Souls, yeah.
Yes. I talked to her off and on now, JT. I've been talking to her. Was she responsible for
you told me that she answered and stuff. That's great. That's because I know she's like a top one. I know she's a top one for you.
Yeah, I'm working on it, but I'm doing it slowly. I kind of want to get to know her and talk to her a little bit first and go back and forth, and then be like, hey, as a matter of fact, I have a channel, blah blah blah.
That's what I've been doing with Felissa. That's why Felissa's been like a steady, slow thing, talking to her for a bit. Then I finally met her in Jersey, talked to her then. So now she said we'll talk soon. So that'll be cool to have her on.
Blah 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 blah. Me and my buddy want to do a little interview.
I didn't mean to play that.
That's basically the way I'm going to do it with PJ. But I want her to get to know me and trust me and like me. She always sends me likes and hearts and shit for shit that I say, and she'll
Yeah.
That's weird.
That's cool. I know it is, right? It's surreal, like especially like when I had Lauren Marie Taylor on and Alex Vincent, like all the ones that were like I grew up watching these movies, and then you're seeing them just like on your screen, and you're talking with them all these years later. It's so weird. It's awesome, but it's surreal.
Dudes, man. it's weird. You know, when you get to where you realize they're just fucking people too. You know, and they're on the back end of their career. You know.
Yeah.
So a lot
but
of
all of them, they're all just people like all of us. They all got their own issues, their own past, their own stuff they deal with, and they're just human beings. That's why I have no issue emailing or messaging anybody. I don't care how big they are or anything like that. It's just the worst they can say is no. The worst they can say is sorry, thanks so much for the nice words. I don't do interviews or I'm busy or whatever. And that's the worst that they can say.
I want her. I want Nancy Allen. I want Michael Ironside. And I want Michael.
Ironside would be a great get for you. Yeah.
Be a killer from the first one before he mastered.
JT.
Michael's.
Yeah, Joe.
JT, I'm going to let Daniel Harris sign my DVD on Halloween 4. I don't let her sign my movie that she said.
Oh, that'd be cool. Signing Halloween 4.
There's a really cool
on DVD.
So I have a chance to get. If I had the extra $40, I would get that for you, Dustin. Because it's a cool autograph picture of her that I could get right now for $40, but I don't have the extra $40. So I would
That's not bad. That ain't bad.
I would get it for you. That's the first thing I thought of, man. I would like to get this for Joseph. You know what I mean?
That's what and Joe, I mentioned you. Not your name, but I mentioned you in my when I emailed Danielle Harris's manager last year. You know, when I first said I reached out to her, I said I got a friend who's like your biggest fan and stuff. And the manager liked the message and stuff, and I haven't heard back from her and stuff. I tried messaging out another month or so ago, so who knows? Maybe we'll hear from her.
She's happy.
Biggest fan.
Yeah, I'm sure she is. She loves hearing. I'm sure she loves hearing that.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
I'm gonna plug this little.
Still gorgeous, you know what I mean? Still gorgeous. She
still is.
She still is.
Same with Barbara Crampton, and Crampton is one of mine. White whale. I tell you all the time. I've been working on her too a bit. I talked to her rep and stuff. It was during the strike. So he sent the message to Barbara. She said it was such a sweet message. She's just not doing interviews right now after the strike ended. But now we're friendly on not Facebook, on Twitter. She'll like some stuff. I'll bump a lot of her tweets. So and now I know some people that's close to her. So hopefully, like you're doing with PJ, working slowly. You know, trying to get there because her and Jeffrey Combs are like dream guests for me. Jeffrey Combs
would be
nice
Pete.
They say Combs is a hell of a nice guy.
Yeah, Jeffrey Combs is one of my favorite horror male actors. Like he's just unbelievable at everything. I've heard that. All the interviews I've seen too, and he's an intelligent fucking guy. He is so intelligent. Real smart man.
Michael Ironside is too, man. I was kind of surprised. I mean, I didn't think Michael Ironside was an idiot. But I didn't realize that he would use the vocabulary that he does. You know what I mean? He's smart motherfucker, man.
Ironside would be unreal for you to get on. That would be great. Because I know how much you love Scanners. Scanners is, I think, my 26th film of all time on my list. Russ, what's up, buddy?
One sheet back there. That's the original theatrical one sheet.
How you doing, Russell? Good to see you as always, brother.
JT,
that's real.
Ask Daniel Harris, like when I meet her, I'm going to ask her out of her podcast.
That fucker hung in the theater in 1982. That hung in the theater.
Have you seen The Tall Man? Daniel just brought it up. I remember that movie, The Tall Man with Jessica Biel. I don't remember the movie much.
Man?
It's an older movie with Jessica Biel. I remember just Jessica Biel, like for Jessica.
I remember watching it.
Yeah, I don't remember anything.
I'm pretty sure I felt let down by the ending for some reason. That's all I can remember about it.
Yeah, I remember it not being great. Like it was fun. But there's a lot of Jessica Biel, and that's great. Mama's a fun one.
Mama's good until the end. The end.
Yeah, sucks. I know. It's such a weird, and the CGI's not good in the ending and stuff, and the whole ending, the way it's written too.
The very beginning is fun
one. And yeah, Chastain, and I didn't know that was Jessica Chastain when I first watched that movie in theaters. because of how different she looks with that wig, with the dark black hair and stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, like it's Jessica Chastain. Yeah.
This one
you still can
also
let me
had,
know if you hear back from Danielle.
Galen
Oh
Ross
yeah,
did.
you'll be the first person I message if I hear back from her, Joe.
Of course, she was in Dawn of the Dead and Mad Men. In Mad Men, though, she changed her name. She used Alexis Dubin in Mad Men for some reason. Galen Ross did. Well, she was being taught by that Russian woman, you know, and doing something for Romero big like that was acceptable. But I don't think being a slasher was acceptable with the class that she was doing. So I think that's why she used a different name.
That makes sense. A lot of some people have done that, change their names just for like certain genres or certain movies because they don't want their names linked to that or to be typecast. You know, the Funhouse. Daniel said he just bought.
Dubin. I was like, man, they ain't nothing but Galen Ross bullshit.
What do you think? The Funhouse we all care for, right? Daniel just bought the Funhouse. I love the Funhouse.
Funhouse is great.
Great Toby Hooper movie.
I wish I had some tits in it and a little more blood.
That's one thing it's missing. That's one thing it's missing.
Tits and blood.
It's one that I haven't seen in a very long time though. Like I've not revisited that in a long.
You should, yeah, you should watch that one again soon. That's always a fun watch. It's very the way he captures the carnival feel and the funhouse feel in that movie is like impeccable.
You can smell the popcorn, dude.
Yeah, you feel like you're at that fucking carnival. That's one of the few films I've ever seen at a carnival that you feel like you're there.
You can smell the fucking cotton candy. I mean, that's the vibe he gets. The whole environment, the whole atmosphere.
Oh wait, there are there tits? The stripper? No, they're not naked. The strippers that are on the outside of the tent, are they naked at some point, topless, or maybe I don't remember. But the main chick is cute as hell, and she's not naked, so that's annoying.
They got the things on their nipples.
Yeah, okay, that's what it is. Yep. Case 39. I like that movie. I like Case 39 a lot.
But
with Renee Zellweger, I did a video on that a while back.
Same problem. Not enough blood and no tits.
Yeah.
Hell Night and Funhouse. Those two.
So Funhouse, I did consider a slasher movie, really. More of like a creature feature slasher.
Yeah.
I did a review of Silent Hill 1 and 2 recently as well.
It's almost like a backwoods killer movie, or like an inbred type thing. It's almost like a light wrong turn, you know.
Yeah, I'm speaking of wrong turn. I'm glad you started the series, Jason.
Yeah, I'm not.
I haven't seen past 3 in forever, and I did not care for them from what I remember. Yeah, the 6th, and then there's the reboot.
One. The third one's got some of the worst CGI in it. Like, of any movie that I've seen.
The second one I just rewatched, and I was gonna do the series, and then so many other movies I watched, I just didn't do a video on Wrong Turn 2. But I did Wrong Turn. I did Wrong Turn the reboot, and then I rewatched 2 like the other week, and I forgot how great that movie is by Joel Lynch.
I'm not going to spoil anything because I've got 2 coming out this week, but
okay, cool.
Yeah, it's a trip. It's a trip.
I love
I'll be doing the third one the week after, but the third one was just a tough watch though. Like,
that I remember.
It's you're going from up here to down here. Last Stop or Rest Stop. I remember Rest Stop. I don't remember Last Stop.
I remember Rest Stop. Yeah.
Rest Stop was good, man. Yeah. Didn't it have who did it have in it?
I don't remember.
The one plays Sith. The one that plays Sith in.
Okay. Yep. You're right.
Amy Alexander.
Yeah, that's her name. She's good.
Joey's in it too briefly as a cop. Joey. God damn it, what's his last name?
Since we're at that part in Creepshow and something that tied you over. I'm gonna plug this little video. Infamous notes. Those opening bow, bow,
He's
bow.
just walking around, man. He just walked around. He ain't worried about it. Like he felt nothing about killing his wife. He felt nothing about
Oh yeah, no, he's a complete psychopath. He's a sociopath. This guy's nuts, and he plays it so well. And Leslie Nielsen could do anything. He was able to do anything.
He killed them both, so nobody else could have what was his.
Yep. If he can't have her, nobody can. That's the tale of this movie.
No.
Oh, and let's give a congrats here and huge thank you to Russell, member for 5 months. Thank you so much for all your support, man. I forget the icon. I think icon for 5. I think that's John Carpenter, and also Ginger, man. Thank you so much, man. Just as always, 4 months. Friday part 4, Jason, member icon. Yeah, because it's part 1, 2. It's Pamela, then part 2, Jason, part 3, part 4, and then I think it's John Carpenter, Argento, and Mario Bava.
I thought about doing that members thing, but I decided not to. I decided just to leave this.
I'm mixed on it. Like for the people who do, like I just mentioned, I mean Jason, Russ, like Nate. It means a lot. I mean, just exactly. If people feel like just throwing a few dollars for support, I can't stop you, and it means a lot. But I try to make an extra little watch party a month or like some member stuff. I'll do more as if people join more. I gift more memberships than anything.
Just something to say thanks for being a member. Yeah.
It means a lot.
You kind of got to do that, man.
Actually,
if you have members and you don't do something special for them now and then, it just looks bad.
And then this is just for me, but we got a JT's Hard Discussion shirt. I've had a T-shirt press for years. I used to have I still run a website for the Disco Biscuits that I tabbed their entire catalog of songs, like 230 songs, and video tutorials for all their songs. So I get donations all the time still. It's like 7 years running the site from people in the fan base. So I had shirts for that. So I said, I'm making myself some shirts. So I made a few so I can wear them in the videos.
Well, like I said, some hats with the round Goreful thing right here in the middle.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
I'll buy half from you. I'll take a hat. Or a mug or some shit. I'll collect like channel mugs from everybody.
Beanies, man. Beanies.
Yeah.
That'd be perfect. Or bandanas.
Bandanas, right up the alley there.
JD, you know what I wish I did my own horror short film now. That would be
well, like a short horror film? Your own short film?
Yeah,
you should do it, man.
Would be
I've wanted to do that actually for a while, especially since I started the channel. You can do it. Anybody can. Do it.
Yeah.
This would just go out with your phone or iPad or whatever and shoot from that and then edit it. Like it's as easier than it ever's been today.
I would
to
love
make
to
your
do
own
it with
movies.
Michael Myers, though.
This is the day.
Make like an unofficial little fan film. Throw a mask on. I know you got one. Throw on a Michael mask. Play Michael. You know, edit it and stuff. If you need help editing, sometime I'll help you out. I got editing software.
Yeah.
We want to see you.
Hey, Bailey. Nice to see you. We love you
this
too.
This would be fucking horrifying, dude. This would be terrifying.
Welcome to the channel, Bailey.
Put yourself in his place, huh? Think about how fucking scary this would be.
Oh, yeah. You think they're dead. You think he figured out his issues. He's all good.
He's shooting right in the fucking head. They're going, Richard, let's go to the beach.
Yeah, he shoot him and nothing's happening. You know you're fucked. You know you're fucked when you're shooting people, no matter what they look like, in the head and they ain't dying.
Come with us, Richard, if you can only hold your breath. He's like, holy shit, I think I lost my fucking mind. There's an old Night Gallery episode with him in it. You guys remember Night Gallery? In like season 2, one of the episodes of season 2, he wears like a patch and he's like this badass.
Oh yeah. I remember that. Wow, you just brought up some memories with that. Timestamp for anyone who needs Ginger. Right about to be at the hour mark. 59:40 is where I'm at. Him saying, I can hold my breath for a long time. The segment just ended.
Yeah. He's doomed.
And one of the things, actually, I'll grab it because I always love showing this memorabilia off. One sec.
Yeah, I reckon I was a couple of minutes ahead of you guys. So I was like, ooh.
Look at pimping this shit. Push the shit, man. Push the shit. For a long time. No, what you're gonna do is die, motherfucker. Now that was a case of hatred bringing them back to get revenge. Perfect.
Yeah, that was pure and utter just hatred that drove them.
Probably my favorite, or one of my favorite memorabilia.
Yet.
I don't know if I could show it with the fucking. Let me take the background off. Friggin' back.
To be honest, like the Something Tide You Over episode, it's probably not my favorite out of the anthology in this one. I like it, like great cast, like Leslie Nielsen, Ted Danson, but I don't know.
You know, I think that was actually
it never clicked with me.
Cool, JT. I love that, man.
It is the Creepshow comic.
That's nice.
I've never seen it.
With all the segments.
Very cool.
Awesome.
I've got the actual comic book too. It's not a graphic novel, but it's actually.
I think I will like Creepshow.
I love this shit. That's one of my favorite horror memorabilia.
I think I'm gonna like it because I like horror.
Yeah, have you've never seen Creepshow, Joe?
Nope.
Wow, man. You got
that's a classic.
Yeah.
You gotta watch it.
Horror anthologies are such a huge part of the genre.
Oh, thank you so much, Johnny. Unnecessary, but appreciated as always. Thanks, brother.
You need someone to show you the robes on. Just come and see me. I know all the best stores.
What's up, Austin?
I had ex acted just like her, man. The mom of my 2 oldest children. She would she would walk around doing this shit, just bugging motherfuckers. Take care of Henry. Believe me, he needs it.
Austin, so Creepshow in the 90s and the sequel. Yeah, I love both of them. We were watching Tales from the Dark. We're watching Tales from the Dark Side, the movie after this, which is a great fucking.
I will watch Creepshow for sure.
Yeah, it's on Shudder, Joe.
So they're not Tubi.
Let her do it.
Yeah. Nope.
You know what I need to watch on Tubi? That movie that I like scary. He was talking about Low Lives, I think. I will check that out.
Parker told me that I was out of line.
Y'all heard it? Low Lives.
Popcorn's a great one, Daniel. I like Popcorn.
Yeah.
91. It's a good early 90s slasher. It's got a very out there twist and shit at the end. Like, it's ridiculous, but it's a very fun movie.
Going, why did you invite her? They're all whispering inside.
Yeah, it's a fun one. And there's all Jamaican music for some reason throughout it. I don't know if they filmed in Jamaica or it's all Jamaican reggae music in the whole movie.
Yeah, and
I don't
it's
get
funny
it.
because
It's funny.
This is shot in Pittsburgh at the Carnegie Hall. and in Monroeville, the Pinhole, and the gymnasium of the Pinhole. So I don't know, man.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I did my homework on this.
Yeah, I know. I'm the same. I just once I see something and I'm watching a movie and I'm into it, I gotta look at. I gotta know everything about it. I gotta fucking look up the behind the scenes, the production, like all that type of stuff.
I want to come to your stream ready. I want to come to your stream ready to answer any question.
Yeah, that's how exactly. Cutting class.
Problem I have is I do that while I'm watching the movie.
I
like
do it
I'll be
too.
looking through
the
the facts, and I'm like, what did I miss?
Yeah, I know. That's the worst when you forget to say something or talk about something you wanted to, and then you're done recording. That happens every video almost. It's like, I forgot that one thing that I wanted to mention.
Yeah.
And it's a pain in the ass. Oh, Henry, you're such a little kid.
She's so great in this. And Hal Holbrook. And the other guy, the professor, I forget the actor's name. He's great too.
Fritz Weaver, yeah. That's Fritz Weaver. His friend is he plays Dexter Stanley.
Oh my! I don't watch that, man. It when we watch.
Yeah, 12 Monkeys, California. They're awesome films.
Oh yeah, 12 Monkeys is great. California.
Yeah.
Did I see that?
California's awesome, man. It's David Duchovny, Michelle Forbes, Juliette Lewis.
Okay,
it's so
I know.
underrated.
Okay, I know the movie.
Yeah.
I can't remember it.
Brad Pitt's like a serial killer, man. He's like becoming a serial killer throughout the movie. It's the whole thing.
Yeah.
He's with Juliette Lewis, and you got a little dude from.
That sounds so familiar.
X-Files.
Especially Juliette Lewis when you mentioned her.
Yeah.
Because that sounds very familiar in that plot. Maybe I did see it. I just don't remember.
I never understood why she just stopped, man. She was a good actress, Juliette Lewis was.
Oh yeah, I thought she was great. I mean, Natural Born Killers alone is a phenomenal performance in movie.
Dude, what about the remake?
I reckon Californian. Yeah.
Remake of Which one? She's great in that, man. She does such a good job in that. She hangs with with Robert De Niro during those scenes.
Wait, the remake of which movie? Which remake?
Cape Fear.
Oh, okay, yeah. Cape Fear is great.
Yeah. And
I like it better than the original. Oh yeah, she's very young. I like it better than the original.
And that's a great performance by De Niro, and she hangs with him on every scene, man.
Oh yeah. De Niro is one of my favorite actors of all time.
Oh God, he's fucking ridiculous.
If I had to say greatest of all time, it would be De Niro, Pesci, Depp, Pacino, Brando.
Lewis.
Yeah, Daniel Day-Lewis. Yeah, absolutely. Edward Norton was up there for me, but then he fell off in his career later on. Edward Norton was excellent in his the first 10 years of his career.
Especially in American History X, yes.
Yeah.
That was made for him, man.
That Primal Fear, he's excellent. That was his first film. His first movie, Laura Linney and Richard Gere.
Night Watch is underrated too.
Night Watch I haven't seen in probably 10 years.
Barbeau is underrated, man.
Patricia Arquette and Josh Brolin. And, yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Man.
I mean, Barbeau started all the way back in
I'm going to get out here. I'll talk to y'all.
All right, Joe. No problem, buddy. Thanks, man. Thank you so much, Joe. Thanks for your friendship. Thanks for all your support. Thanks for hanging out all the time.
I will let you know about short horror film and you can interview Daniel Harris for me.
I'll work. I'm always working on interviews, so watch Creepshow and watch Demons. You keep saying you gotta watch Demons. It's been like 6 months since we watched Demons. You gotta watch it.
Yeah, I might like it.
Yeah, it's on Shudder. If you're not, if you're free tonight, throw on Demons on Shudder.
Yeah, that's like unwritten. You have to see those two. You have to. It's unwritten, but you have.
Yeah, I mean, Demons was one of the first Italian horror movies I ever saw, with Zombie and Suspiria. And when I saw Demons, I think even I didn't know it was Italian. Like I just thought it was a weird fucking movie. It was fucking weird with the dubbing and stuff.
Yeah, because they Americanized.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, because you don't notice the dubbing. That's why I said it. I thought it was just a weird movie.
No.
Like, why are they talking weird and shit?
They intentionally Americanized it. Everything about that was America. None of that was like Italian.
Well, I mean, look at how many Italian directors went to New York City just for establishing shots and stuff to make it like set in New York City. I mean, we see that in Cannibal Holocaust. We see that in New York Ripper. We see that in Zombie. We see that in so many Italian movies, pictures and stuff of New York skyline and New York City, and then set it there.
Didn't he go to New York to do Inferno?
Which one?
Inferno.
Yeah, I think he did, right? Yeah, I think he did.
The first time we went there, wasn't it?
Yeah, because there's the girl in Rome. Yeah, and then he comes to New York, right? Yeah. And then the other Mother of Tears is the one that's set in Rome. Mother of Tears is in Rome. Mother of Tears is great. I love for a later Argento movie. I love Mother of Tears. No, you don't care for it. I can see it.
I enjoy it.
I can see why. I like it. There's some good effects. There's some good gore. And I like the look of the witch. And at least it finishes off the trilogy. Oh, it's nowhere near Inferno and Suspiria, of course. It's never going to be near those two. It's like 3 from Hell in the Firefly trilogy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I knew that was fucked up. As soon as Spaulding went in, I said, "Well, this is going to suck."
Yeah, as soon as Sid Haig was like on his last, last time and stuff. I mean, he's only in it for 5 minutes. He's in that movie.
That's around the time that he signed that figure that I had. Around that time when he was dying, that was one of his last cards, and he signed that Spaulding figure that I got.
Oh, thanks, Russ. Yeah, once you said Yes and stuff with Wakeman with the Burning cover, Yes is one of my favorite bands, and one of my biggest influences is the guitarist Steve Howe. Actually, when I went to the Crane School of Music in SUNY Potsdam for a year, and it's like one of the biggest classical music schools in the country. I'm not a big classical music fan. I respect it, but I actually played 2 Steve Howe pieces from Yes because they are classical pieces for my audition there. You need to play 2 classical pieces. So I don't even know if they realized they weren't classical pieces. They were just classical guitar pieces from Steve Howe from the 70s prog rock band. Yes.
You play all that shit by ear, don't you?
Yeah, I self-taught myself. I took lessons for like.
Yeah, that reminded me of the guitarist in my band. He didn't know how to read music or anything like that.
Yeah, I can't read sheet music.
He had a fucking ear like I've never seen before, and you're kind of like that too. Great ear, by the way.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I can't read sheet music at all. I can read guitar tabs. I can't read sheet music.
You can't learn that. You're born with being able to hear that. That's a God-given ability.
It's funny because I'm the only one in my family, direct family, that has any musical talent. My sister doesn't. My parents don't. My uncle did. He's a drummer and he plays a little bit of guitar. He's a great drummer though, but he's been in and out of prison his entire life. He's been out for 4 years now, the longest he's ever been.
Yeah. About a month ago,
I'm completely musically inept. Like I play no instrument. I can't hold a tune. I can't even clap on time. I'm that far out when it comes to music.
I was a good front man and a great lyric writer. If you see some of the shit I posted like several months ago, some of the songs.
I did actually.
Those were mine. Those were mine.
Yeah, the lyrics is one thing I'm not too great with. I've written lyrics. I'm not really good with. I don't even like writing much. I'd leave that to somebody else to do. When it comes to writing music, though, any type of music and stuff, that's where I excel is music. Like the lyrics and stuff, I'd leave that to somebody.
Have you guys seen my dictionary that I've been posting?
Yeah, I saw a few of the posts.
That's my gospel. That's my gospel.
Oh, okay, there you go. That's a cool name for it. Oh, we got that awesome effect here. It was Fluffy chewing on the janitor here. That looks so good when he gets just eaten into the box, into the crate.
People mistake it. They think I'm talking to. I'm not talking to nobody. I'm just writing down meanings of these words that mean something to me. Ain't got nothing to do with nobody except me. know?
Yeah.
Everything you do don't have to be about somebody else. It's just something that I want to
Yeah.
get out.
I think sometimes people like to read something and make it centered about them. It doesn't always have to have something to do with that person, you know. You could be just saying whatever's on your mind, and
that's for me and nobody else. That ain't saying nothing anybody else, meant for nobody except me.
Yeah.
But I mean that's a social media generation for you, man. Like,
they
see something and they'll be like,
that's very narcissistic, isn't it? Just to assume it's fucking about you. I mean, what the fuck?
Can be.
You're that important that everything somebody writes is about you?
Yeah.
No.
All right. Let's keep it with the Creepshow. So there's so much of that craziness.
Well, no, I was just talking about my dictionary.
No, I know. I do like the idea of your dictionary though, and the name is great. I mean, you always come up with great names. You come out with great names and shit all the time.
Yeah.
I've had like 5 names for our team already. I can't settle on that.
I know. I saw it change. I saw it then, and I saw it change when I woke up this morning. I was like, all right, I guess it's a new name now. That's cool.
That's what fun. I was like, what do you guys think? Do you guys have any suggestions? Help me. I'm bringing in a goddamn name.
I'll think of something.
You know, after in Horror for All,
I'll pop a few in there
and all that shit, man. I'm kind of run out of stuff now, I think.
Great movie, Russell. The Deer Hunter. That's my next guitar cover. The theme to the Deer Hunter. I did one like 15 years ago. I don't think I have the recording, but that's what I'm doing next. Thank you, Russ. That is one of the most gorgeous
ideas, man, for you to play.
Oh yeah, come up with
some ideas.
But yeah, the Deer Hunter has one of the most gorgeous guitar themes, like compositions in it. Christopher Walken, De Niro, they're all just fantastic.
Can you do the fall?
And we're gonna
King of New York's great.
King of New York is awesome. Yes.
Yeah.
Last of the Mohicans is my second top film of all time. Is or third, something on my list. It's one of my favorite movies ever. Last of the Mohicans. That is just perfect in every way. That film. That's my favorite ending to a movie. On my best endings in film list video, that's it. Fucking Last of the Mohicans, number 1.
You got so many lists, man. Like, you've got your favorite movie list, and you got how many in your favorite movie list?
40. Yeah, 40.
I
got top 40.
Yeah, look,
I got like 20 playlists.
There's 20 way too many, man. I can't do that. I like movies.
You gotta make a new one all the time for your new shit. You gotta have a new list. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta make a new playlist.
Exactly. That's why.
There's no point where they go, no, you can't make a new playlist.
Like some are set in stone, and then some change, of course. Like the top film.
I mean,
list,
you've always got your favorite.
Yeah, like my top. I've done top 70s, top 80s, those pretty much are cemented for the most part, like by decades and like by directors and stuff.
Directors,
but when it comes to of all time and subgenres too, that's another one.
I couldn't do that, man. There's so many, and
I know
trying to get all those genres, and why is this one better than that one?
Yep.
You know, why is, say, Interstellar better than Creepshow? You know, it's like chalk and cheese. They're two completely separate things.
You can't compare it at all. That's the hardest part of doing like a top.
I don't know how you do it, man. Like
mostly I just take into consideration how much I watch it, the rewatchability, like the comfortable, a comfort film for me, and just everything about the score, the way it's shot and stuff. So that's how I rank it mostly. Some of them are like cheats, and like I said, like number 10 was basically Fulci's whole trilogy, Gates of Hell trilogy, as number 10. Like, because I can't fucking pick between, especially City and The Beyond. So those are just like tied.
I'm not trying to stalk this Fluffy, man. This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. There's this dude with a fucking flashlight.
Oh yeah, I would never.
Stairs and out of the building.
I would never go under those stairs by that crate. Get the fuck out of here. You don't pay me enough.
I'm gonna go home and make a sandwich. Fuck you. Watch fucking
yeah, right. Or something. Get out of here. I would never go under that fucking stairwell and go in there. This guy gets annihilated. I love the effect though when his face gets shoved against the wall and the scratch marks on his face. Oh, that looks great.
Mm-hmm.
The rip out of his neck.
Precinct 13, JT. Do a solo on Precinct 13.
Assault on Precinct? Yeah. I really like Assault on Precinct. That's a good for a first movie. That's fucking great. A lot of people forget too that was Carpenter's debut. A lot of people think Halloween.
Well, yeah. Well, he done Dark Star with fucking
Dark Star also. Well, but Assault was his first movie, right?
That was his first actual movie.
Yeah, like feature film and whatever.
Dark Star was kind of made independently by them with no money and just this round little bowl. You remember the round little bowl? That was
yeah. I like the remake actually too. Isn't that bad? Of like comparing like for a remake of a Carpenter film, it's not a bad remake.
Yeah. Good cast in it too, like Ethan Hawke, Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah.
Even some of the non
big
stars in it are really good. Yeah.
Another remake that's great, for some reason that reminds me of that is the name I just forgot. The the Orient Express. Murder on the Orient Express is a great.
I haven't seen it. That's the new one with Kenneth Branagh.
The remake, that one is great. The original is good too, but I loved the remake. I thought it was very, very good.
Agatha Christie shows are good shows, man.
I don't remember the last time I watched one.
Like it's about getting everybody in a room and then picking out who the killer is and shit. You know what I mean? It's just it's kind of fun shit. It's the whole idea they came up with the idea of Clue. You know what I mean? That was the whole point.
Yeah.
It's basically an Agatha Christie thing.
The Knives Out films. Have you guys seen them?
Mm-hmm.
I've heard of Knives Out. I've heard there's a few of them, right? I've heard of them. I don't think I saw them. There's two. I don't think I heard. I don't think I saw them. I've heard of them.
They're fun.
Yeah, I'm deciding on whether I get into those ones or not because they seem. I've heard good things, and I've heard they're good thrillers. Man. They're good. Yeah.
They keep you involved. They move fast. You know what I mean? You never look at your watch to see how long it's got to go. That's always a bad sign. You're like, how long has this been on?
Oh yeah. I mean, if you're not looking at the time or anything and you're fully engaged, it's a sign that you're watching a fucking good movie to a great movie.
A good movie, yeah.
Like how a 3 hour movie.
People under the stairs.
Like an hour.
Yeah, like that's what Late Night with the Devil did for me. I've seen that movie 3 times now since the first time and when I did the review on it. You didn't like? Oh, you finally saw it? Really? I can see that. You have curveball opinions here and there like I do. Like we like a lot of the same shit, and then you have like Skinamarink you like. I don't know how the fuck you like that movie. But
I fucking love Skinamarink. And I'm the only motherfucker that does.
I know you are like that. I know you are. You're the only one I know.
Fuck all
like that movie. I will say that David Lynch praised Skinamarink, which I can see it, but I can't believe it. Like it's my David Lynch.
I still haven't seen Skinamarink, but
yeah, you're not missing much. But give it a chance.
I this. I don't know if you guys.
You have to look at it the proper way, man. You have to see it for what it is. Just like I think I know,
like a nightmare, like a childhood nightmare.
I expected too much out of Late Night with the Devil. I had heard it was so great, everyone praised it so much, so I went into it thinking it was going to be this great show, and instantly
that might have hurt it for you, yeah, because the hype could make it. The hype could kill it a bit. That's why I don't want. That's one benefit of me not watching trailers and shit or like looking into anything because I didn't know anything about it. Except that David Desmalchian was in it, and that it's a like fake TV show in the 70s. That's all I knew. So like it's a fun movie. I think is the best word for it. Is it a 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10? No, but it's my favorite of the year so far.
An 8 out of 10 for sure.
Didn't
Talking
dislike it.
to people under the stairs,
Like it.
I just picked
people
up
under the
this one
stairs.
from Vision. Triple
Nice.
feature: Serpent and the Rainbow, People Under the Stairs, and Deadly Blessing.
Deadly Blessing is one that I have to rewatch sometime soon because I haven't seen Deadly Blessing in a long while.
That's
I
got a young
love
Sharon
Serpent and the
Stone,
Rainbow.
man. Ernest Borgnine.
Actually, hot, crazy tidbit. I've never seen Serpent in the Rainbow.
That's a weird fucking movie, dude.
Never seen it. Just as not a big Craven fan. It's just one I never got around to. Deadly Blessing, though, is one I haven't seen in forever.
It definitely feeds into if one of your fears is being buried alive, that show will definitely.
Oh yeah. It's for me because zombies are my favorite subgenre of horror. Like that's one of the reasons why I first watched it. But then it's just a well-made movie. Like great cast too. Like Bill Pullman, good directing. Yeah. Overall, it's a
best
good
job
film.
he ever did, man. It's his best acting he ever did by far.
Yeah, I gotta definitely finally see Serpent in the Rainbow. Deadly Blessing is one I have seen, and I remember enjoying it, but it's been a long while.
Yeah.
My favorite Craven films are his 70s movies. All his 70s films are my favorite. Hills Have Eyes, Last House on the Left, Hills Have Eyes 2 even. I love Hills Have Eyes 2. I like the Hills Have Eyes remake a hell of a lot, too. It's a great remake. The sequel to the remake, not too much. I don't remember it that much. But besides those few films from the 70s, Swamp Thing is fun with Adrian Barbeau. And Nightmare, of course. That's it, basically, with me with Craven.
Was a hit and miss, man. Craven hit and missed a lot.
He really is for me. He's very hit or miss. And since I'm not a Scream fan at all, then that whole part of his career means shit to me. After Wes Craven's New Nightmare, which is excellent.
Deadly Friend. Deadly Friend.
Oh,
I mean, but
Deadly Friend
Friend's
is
got
awesome.
a great scene in it, though. The basketball exploding in the head, that's a great fucking scene. Anytime you
It's
get a
like
head
Shocker.
you gotta appreciate it.
And People Under the Stairs
Shocker's an
is a good one,
underrated
too.
one.
It's a very fun one. I think it's a fun movie, People Under the Stairs.
Yeah, I seen that at the theater, man, and that place was packed.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great way to watch that movie. Great experience, I'm sure.
I seen it with my high school sweetheart and her brother and her dad, and we enjoyed it. Now Shocker, I think Shocker's silly.
Shocker, that's another one I've seen. I don't remember that movie either. That's like Deadly Blessing for me. I don't remember that much.
I don't hate Shocker, but it is a little bit too much.
I don't know. I just
I don't like too silly. Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's why you don't like Army of
silly
Darkness.
elements to it.
Evil Dead.
Like the first Return of the Living Dead did it perfect.
Yeah. Return of the Living Dead even is one I'm not a fan of. Like a huge fan of those movies. And one thing with the movie here, Adrian Barbeau's character, Billy, she pours a glass of milk, right? Which I love milk. I drink milk every fucking night. I think that's why I've never broken a bone in my life. She drives all the way to the university with the glass of milk. That's so weird. That's I mean, maybe it's just me, but that's weird. Like I can see like taking a water bottle or like a plastic cup.
Yeah.
She takes the full-on glass of milk.
That's a White Russian, man.
That's it. Is it?
Yep.
I thought she was just drinking milk.
Nope, that's
I know she's a drug, but I never put that together in all these years. That's funny. I always just looked at it that she's
makes
fucking
sense, though.
having a glass of milk, and she's bringing it to the school here.
Driving down the road, sucking on the White Russian and shit.
Because I always just see her. I always just see her go to the fridge and pour milk into the glass. So I never noticed that she's making a fucking drink. That's funny.
The big White Russian too. Like,
way of doing that.
Yeah, no, that's why I always say she's got a big ass glass of milk. That's too funny.
They just didn't show her putting the alcohol in, but knowing her character, you know that's a white fucking Russian.
That's why I never linked it because they don't show her put alcohol in it. It's just her pouring milk.
That's by design, I would imagine.
But funny how, but funny how she's tricking the driver and shit fits the character.
Henry, what do you got yourself into now?
The way she just emotionally rapes him, it's just like brutal. Then I mean, you're kind of rooting for Fluffy to come out and kill this bitch.
You're such a little kid. I swear you are. What would you do without me? Jesus Christ. Let's find out.
And no good in bed. When was the last time you got it up, Henry? When she starts going on in a minute or so with that, that's too funny.
When was the last time you was a man in our bedroom, Henry?
Yeah.
Slap kick, you know. That's the point where you got to use every bit you have to keep from slapping somebody when they're saying that shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
You want to, but you can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. You're fucked. You can't do anything in that situation. Luckily, he's got a fucking creature in a crate that that he can use to his advantage and kill his wife.
Way to get rid of her.
We don't all have that. We all need fluffies in our lives just in case.
I love that character. I love that about his character. He can't hurt her. He's not a violent man. He cannot do it. No matter what he does.
Exactly. No matter how much he fantasizes. Yeah, he fantasizes of it all the time. And I love it. That's why the gag is great. Now we see it a few times. Him thinking about it.
It's just not who he is, though, even though he fantasizes about it. And he sees his opportunity now. And he's just like, it's the only chance I have to get rid of this fucking albatross. It's going to be an entirely new experience for you, Billy. He told her that there's some chick under there that what's his name was fucking. And she goes in there to talk to her because she likes to feel helpful. She likes to feel important. That's the whole point. She wants to be the one that fixes this situation.
Yeah, so Keith, you can hang out as long as you want to. I'll message you later about something.
Do I?
Tell it to call you Billy, you bitch. I love those lines.
Tell it to call you Billy. What did you say a minute ago, JT?
I said you can hang for as long as you want. Yeah, I'll message you later about something.
I'm basically going to the end of this movie, right?
No, I said you can stay as long as you want. Sean's not going to be able to make it.
He probably seen me on here and decided not to.
Mm-hmm.
Little kid. I swear you are.
And then I love how they show here how you think for a second maybe it's not going to pop out. Maybe it's not going to do his work for him.
The only time it doesn't fucking do it is it doesn't help him. And he's thinking, this is my life, man.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, this is exactly my luck. In all my life.
From the creature, man. I can't get this fucking
get that great
jump. The creature don't even want to fuck with her, you know? The creature don't even want to fuck with her. Creature's like, I don't know, man. She's awfully loud, man. She's kind of scary.
Yeah, right. He doesn't even Fluffy don't even want to come out with her. She's like, fuck this bitch. Like, I'll stay in my crate. I lived for 100+ years in here without anything.
Yeah, I'm 300 fucking years old. I'm not sure if I can handle that shit. I don't even know if I want to eat that.
Like that though, like the lighting, the red lighting there is great, and just how it looks like a comic. That's the one thing in 2. Like you said, it is different and it works 100% with the animated wraparound and stuff, but it doesn't have that same comic look in this movie.
No, I mean the scenes behind Adrian Barbeau and Fluffy, like how they change into a more comic look.
Yeah, with the border around it and stuff, like all of that is fantastic in this movie.
And you're right, that is what's missing from Creepshow 2, but it kind of set it apart from any other anthology that I've seen.
I've never seen one do it like that.
He finally heard enough. He's all right. I'm gonna try tasting this bitch now. I'm sick of listening to it. I was hoping she'd go away. I thought she'd go away, but she didn't. And no good in bed.
I mean, even
when's the last time you got up, hey Henry? Huh?
Even that Meteor shit episode, whatever that was called, the one with Stephen King.
Yeah,
you look at some of the effects they use. Yeah, the cut shots they use, the transitions. You know, really sets this movie apart a lot.
Oh yeah, and how it's all the segments, and they do this in Creepshow too, also. But all the segments end with it turning into the comic book page, like another perfect addition to these movies.
Yeah,
it's the little things, man.
I enjoyed.
Things
yeah,
the little tiny little.
They
things
kind of got that with the TV series as well, and I haven't watched all the episodes, but the ones I have are really actually good throwbacks to this movie. Not so much the second one, but this one, yeah, I can see definitely ties to it. But I still think the second one is probably I would rate the second one over this.
Yeah, no, I could definitely see that. I know a lot of people who like Creepshow 2 over the original.
Yeah,
just like
I mean, they're both great,
3.
but
I know people love Exorcist 3 more than the original Exorcist. Dave was one of them. Dave loved Exorcist 3 more than the original.
Yeah,
I can see it.
My fiance does.
Does
my
she?
fiance
Yeah.
likes Legion better. Yeah,
I could definitely see it. Because I mean, it's a masterpiece too.
Oh, hell yes, it is.
I don't know. I don't know if I could.
I can't put it above the original. I can't, but I can. It's definitely up there.
I think it's different. Like the Exorcist compared to the Exorcist
Very different
3
movies,
is just yeah. But I wouldn't say chalk and cheese, but I mean they're. Oh wow.
Yeah, it's more of like
now you got me thinking.
Thriller. It's like a detective thriller
Yeah.
3 in a way with George C. Scott going around.
It is.
And then the whole possession scene in the end, they shoehorn that in the studios because it originally wasn't there, and it's not in the novel, which I've just bought Legion and The Exorcist like last year to read them finally.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But yeah, Legion does not have that in the book and in the original screenplay, and they just wanted an exorcism scene just because of the original Exorcist, so they threw it, and it's still good. I mean, Brad Dourif is amazing in that movie. Father Karras, I always forget the actor's name. He's fantastic too.
Yeah,
and George C. Scott, always great. Yeah, Jason Miller, that's right.
Jason. Yeah, he's what's his name's dad from Lost Boys and kids from near dark shit. And
it's funny. Lost Boys, I know it's Nanette's favorite movie ever. And I haven't seen Lost Boys in probably 15 years, and I never cared for it. But when I was at Jersey, they had a whole mini reunion of Lost Boys. I mean, Keith Sutherland obviously ain't there, and the big ones, but they had most of them. I didn't even go over and talk to them, unfortunately.
Oh, wow.
Because I was spending time with everybody else. But like, I'm not a fan really, so I wouldn't even know what to say to them and shit. So I was like, whatever.
Yeah,
I spent time with the Hocus Pocus people. That was fun.
So I'd go Lost Boys over Hocus Pocus, but that's just me.
I mean,
I've never been a fan of
totally different movies. Hocus Pocus. I just haven't.
But I grew up with. Yeah, I grew up with the Lost Boys. I love it. I'll watch it any day of the week.
I wish I knew that.
But
I got the video with them just for you.
I can't stand Sarah Jessica Parker. And I can't stand Bette Midler. I can't stand her.
All right, I can see that.
Not a fan.
I don't like Sarah Jessica
Not a fan.
Parker though either.
But yeah, I never got into Hocus Pocus.
I like, but like in Hocus Pocus and maybe one or two other things. Like it just works for a character for me. But I saw that movie young, like 6, 7 years old.
Yeah,
and they were Bette Midler wasn't there, obviously. And Sarah Jessica Parker, but Kathy Najimy was. I tried to get to talk with her, but like you had to have press like approved beforehand for the Hocus Pocus people, and Thora Birch wasn't there Friday night. she came later Saturday, so I didn't get to see her. I talked to Vanessa Shaw a little bit. She's beautiful still. I talked to Shannon Sosaman, who's fucking gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
Still to this day, she's
was
like
in that,
45.
Sorry about that, JT.
Yeah.
JT, man. I apologize for that, man.
Oh yeah, no, we'll talk later on it, but yeah, don't worry about it.
No, I just wanted to apologize to you for it.
No, it's fine. I mean, some people just can't put drama aside, I guess. It is what it is.
Kind of makes me feel bad because this is your celebration. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I said, it's a celebration for all of us. Celebration for Dave. Celebration for everybody.
I love how you keep bringing that up. I love how when you're celebrating something, you celebrate Dave's too. You know what I mean? It's like you celebrate.
That's why I didn't want to do a big thing here, because I felt bittersweet without him here, and like I know if he was here, we'd be doing a big fucking thing and stuff. I just couldn't bring myself to do a big thing here. So just hang out with you guys and everybody and stuff. It's more than enough. And more than grateful for that.
We pushed him so hard that he passed you and got 1,000. That's how hard we pushed him.
Yeah. I was so happy that he did. I was commenting on his page saying, I hope he fucking beat me to it, man. And I was so glad he did.
Too. He passed right by you and got that 1,000.
He went 100 subs in like 2 days. He jumped 100 subs in like 2-3 days. It's fucking amazing.
That's the good part about the community. That's the good shit about the community. That's the shit I always try to do.
When we come together and we put our minds to things, we get amazing shit done.
So many good things about it. Really.
Yeah, that's why we keep doing
the
it.
Dark half.
The dark half. Yeah, I was just going to get to that comment. The dark half is great. Martin is great, and that's a movie I haven't seen in forever. So I don't know if you're in here, Daniel, but like if you saw my Mario Bava mini doc in top 10, I'm doing George Romero next. So Martin is going to be a rewatch very soon. The dark half I almost threw on last night. Oh, nice.
It's a great.
But did you find Malignant very similar to the Dark Half? Like, did you?
I did find it very similar. I did see a lot of parallels, and I didn't care for Malignant much. The ending is cool.
I enjoyed it. I think there's so many movies like that where it's that second person personality.
Yeah.
That
comes out into
the
real life.
Dark Half, Malignant. Yeah.
Malignant, that's a Juan movie I definitely want to rewatch at some point, because I didn't. It's good. It's not bad, but I remember like struggling a bit with pacing through most of it, and then but the last 20-25 minutes, half hour or so was pretty intense. Like that's very good.
So I heard so much about it. Like people were saying, "Oh, it's bad. It's bad." It's like, and I'm like, "All right,
it's nowhere near it out." Yeah, nowhere near as bad as people were saying.
No.
This fucking guy was a legend, man. E.G. Marshall, 12 Angry Men. I mean,
Ups and Pratt in this. I love the black guy who comes up to work on his place. He's like, "How you doing, Mr. Pratt?" And like the most stereotypical black person in an 80s movie, maybe.
That's David Early, man. That's David Early from Dawn of the Dead. Yep.
I never knew that. That's funny. He is so funny in this, though. Creep up on you. I love the effects in this too. At the end when they burst out of him and stuff, that looks great. I mean, as much as like I point out with some 80s effects, like Intruder and stuff, like with the garbage compactor, it's a dummy. The head is plaster and it's made and stuff, but it doesn't matter. It still looks better than any CGI that they could have done and thrown in here. So I mean, you see him laying there, and then you see it's the fake body, but you see the actual cockroaches pouring out of it. It looks so effective still.
I don't know anybody that this particular story would not bother. I don't know anybody.
Oh yeah, I mean, I couldn't I could never, I'd have a heart attack and die like this dude.
I'll leave all my shit here and fucking just leave the place, and they can have all my shit.
Oh yeah, I'd be done.
So you motherfuckers can have it. I'm not living with
and I don't even have a big fear of bugs or insects or spiders or anything like that. But if a cockroach, one of them, got on my body, I'd be freaking the fuck out. Let alone all the ones here.
One to get in your house. One that's in your bag of potatoes or something.
Oh yeah, and then they lay their eggs, and then you got hundreds.
You know, people think that you got to be dirty or whatever to get roaches. Hell no, roaches go anywhere.
Oh yeah, they'll live anywhere that they can. Anywhere that they can live and survive, which is almost anywhere. Even when the dinosaurs were taken out, fucking cockroaches survived. That's fucked up.
They can even eat the glue from the back of wallpaper and stay alive.
Yeah. Yep. They don't need anything really. They don't need much to survive. And they
get roaches just getting something at the grocery store, and then be on it, and you not know it. Every grocery store has roaches, all of them.
Bruiser from Romero. That might be one of the few Romero films I have not seen. I don't think I ever saw Bruiser.
I don't remember it. I watched it once about 20 years ago, and I don't remember. So.
Let me see.
Good.
So if we go through, is it? All right. So I'm excited to go through that one and rewatch that. I'm going to be on a Romero kick all week.
When I say it's good, it's not Dawn day level. No.
Oh yeah, that's what I figured. That's what I figured.
But it's still an interesting film. Like it's what's his name? I know the actor, and I'm trying to think of his name, but he's been in other things, and he's good.
Okay.
What were you talking about?
That's going to bug me.
If I'm trying to think all my old Romero
Bruiser.
films that I've seen, Bruiser from Romero. What year was that? And you did that? 70s?
That was the 80s.
No, it was late 90s, I reckon.
Oh, okay. Was it?
80s. 90s.
Was it 80s? I never saw it.
I've
seen, let's see. I've seen Night of the Dead, of course. The Dead trilogy. We have Martin, which I haven't seen forever, but good movie. I've seen Creepshow, obviously.
Was 2000. Jason Fleming was the actor.
2000. Wow. Okay, Jason Fleming. I know him. 2000. Yeah. Wow. I did not know it was that recent. In retrospect.
Ninja's much quicker than I am at typing stuff on a computer. I'm not a good typist. I
Holy! It's got Tom Atkins in it.
Oh, does it? Type.
Why did I?
I knew Tom Atkins was in a Romero film that I never saw. That's it then. But then we got this movie. Then we got The Crazies, which I remember liking. I haven't seen The Crazies in a long while.
The remake or the original?
I'm talking the Romero version, but the remake is great too. But I haven't seen the original in a long while.
Yeah,
it's got Lynn in it. Lynn, she was also in I Drink Your Blood and Shivers.
Yep, that's right. Monkey Shines is great. I just rewatched that a month ago or so.
She's a cool actress, man.
I couldn't get into Monkey Shines. Like I watched it, when it first came out on VHS, and I don't know, there was just something about it that
feels really cool.
There's definitely pacing issues. There's definitely some questionable writing, but it's fun. I like it.
Film, man.
I like just the fact they use a real monkey for most of it, and I don't know. I like monkeys. Seeing them in the movie, it's gonna make me happy and bump it up a bit.
I mean, I think it's because I've always wanted a pet monkey, maybe, and
yeah, right. Like
he gets a pet monkey, and I don't.
Do you have monkeys in Australia? Are there monkeys in Australia?
Nah.
No, I was gonna say if there were, you just go steal yourself a monkey pet, but you don't have them. So no,
you can't even have a koala as a pet.
Yeah, I know that's illegal. I know that. Isn't that illegal?
They look cute and cuddly. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even there's a lot of things you need, like pets wise. You need licenses.
Oh, that's right. AJ Marshall in the Tommy Knockers movie. I don't know if I saw the movie, but I've read the book, and I really liked the Tommy Knockers novel.
He was also in Superman 2 as a president.
Oh, okay. I was never a Superman fan, unfortunately. Well, not for me.
Yeah.
Lee
I
had
always enjoyed Superman, like all of them. I can go back and watch them at any time.
Yeah, I'm not a big superhero fan in general, but if I were to say, it would just be like the earlier Batman films. Like Batman's probably my favorite.
Yeah,
and like the Dark Knight trilogy, and obviously the Tim Burton ones, and then Spider-Man, Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy. That's like mostly it. Guardians of the Galaxy was fun. That's like the last, I think, maybe superhero film I saw. Maybe was Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah. How long ago was that?
Watchmen is your speed, man.
Watchmen is good too. I've seen Watchmen. That's a good one.
It's looking great. I love Watchmen.
It is. It's. I remember I saw it in theaters.
It's probably the best made superhero movies that's ever been made, because they're not really heroes, man.
It is,
and they're not anti-heroes either. They're just as bad as they are good. I mean, they're bad guys sometimes.
Yeah,
I mean, they
it's very very reminiscent of The Boys.
Yes, Boys
TV series where, that is. Did you see the TV series of Watchmen?
No, I haven't, but I did know that I know they made one.
Yeah. Still, it's good.
Didn't it only go?
I enjoyed it, but it's very slow. One season, that was it. One and done.
1, 2.
But yeah, I don't know. There's just, it's very different to the movie. Very different.
That's what they were talking about.
You got it.
Basically,
you got it, Russ. I'll do a video on that in the next week or two.
That's the one with
That's another one.
Is that the one with Rebecca Romaine?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen Satanic Panic, but that's one of the few. I'm not big into like the whole Satanic Panic movie like genre that like came during that time, but that's like one of the biggest ones, I think, and most popular ones, and one of the few that I've seen and enjoyed.
Because there's another one that came out around the same time.
Which one, Jason?
I was saying with Satanic Panic, there was another one with there was another one with Alexandra Daddario in it.
Oh, the one from Texas Chainsaw 3D. She is fucking amazing.
No, her. But there was you know how they bring out movies around the same thing. Like there was Satanic Panic, and there was another one about devil worship and all that. Very similar to it. I think Killer Babysitter was around the same time. They're all mixed in with each other. Sorry, Gore, you were saying? You were talking about upcoming films, I think.
I was thinking about the new shit that's coming out, because JT had mentioned that that's his favorite horror movie so far. Yet we still have what was Long Legs, Maxine, and Terrifier 3 coming out. I was just wondering which one you guys are looking forward to the most.
Maxine, is going to be my film of the year. I have almost no doubt on that.
3 goes like the original, as long as they don't do Terrifier 3 like they did.
And Terrifier 3 will be in my top 5 for sure.
It's supposed to be a lot more like the person. It doesn't have that stretched out ending, and it don't have that only you can stop him type shit going. Hopefully.
It'll be cool having on. I met Kill Josh Petrino in Jersey, so I just talked to him the other night. He did the effects on Terrifier 2, Hatchet 2 and 3, Chrome Skull, Late to Rest 2. So looking like one time. From Friday of this week to like next week, we got to figure out a date, but he'll be on soon. That's going to be cool having an effects artist on. And for all those brutal fucking movies with excellent kills too.
Long Legs has got the best fucking teaser trailer that I think I've ever seen.
I haven't seen to it.
Yeah, I don't watch trailers. That's why. Otherwise, I don't even know what that movie is, and I like it that way.
You can watch this trailer. You don't find shit out about the movie. Nothing. I'm telling you. I promise. You don't find out a damn thing about it. Yet it creeps you.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you said teaser trailer. Okay.
But I mean, they even have a full trailer, and you still don't know what the fuck they're doing. You just hear this weird music and it shows
every now and then I'll cave, and I caved for Maxine. I tried for like a month almost to not watch that, and it kept popping up, and I was like, I gotta watch it. Same with Saw 10 last year. That was another one I broke that rule for. I was so excited for Saw 10, I had to watch that trailer.
Long Legs is the best non-spoiler trailer I think I've ever seen. It's total non-spoiler. They did it perfectly. They did it the way
When's that? When does that come out? That movie?
October, I think. I did a show with Chris the other day where I was talking about new movies, and I wrote it down. I'm not sure if it's in this tablet. I think it's in the other one right here. Yeah, right here. I have different tablets for this shit. I'm mental, dude. I write all this shit down. It's almost like ADHD.
Oh yeah, I'm the same way.
I just want to document. No, I just want to document everything I do. Like what I did for Campbell Holocaust. That
I remember. Yeah. You wrote notes like crazy. Yeah, I got like 5.
I mean, the funny thing is, like, by writing that stuff down, you're actually helping yourself remember it. So you're ingraining it into your brain.
Yeah,
you know? It's something that I don't do enough. Like because I'm constantly on a computer. Like I'll type something out,
but that does help too.
But writing it's different.
Yeah, it is different, but it does still help a bit. Like you're still recalling that knowledge and relaying it to somebody else. But it's definitely a difference between writing it. I have like 4 or 5 notebooks from like the first year of the channel when I took notes.
I mean, back when I first started the channel, I always July, not too far away.
The 12th for Long Legs and the 5th for Maxine. And Terrifier is October 25th, I think.
Yeah. Russell just put that in the chat as well.
Terrifier is going to be a Christmas slasher. Terrifier 3.
I'm the same with Gore. Like when it came to the second one, I enjoyed it, but they dragged it out too long.
I can see that. I can see that complaint. I agree when people say it.
Yeah,
but it didn't affect
me.
But
it's not just the ending that dragged out too long. That dream sequence.
Third act
that she had.
Really
I could. I mean, it's a 2 hour and 20-minute slasher movie, which never happened.
Yeah.
So, of course, I could definitely see people, and a lot of people did have some issues with the pacing and how long it is.
Oh yeah.
I just love art so much at this point that it flew by. It flies by for me. It does not feel like a 2 hour and 20-minute slasher. For me, it feels like maybe a little over 90 minutes, like 100.
Okay.
100 or so. But I think it improved on the original in almost every way. I think nothing topped Dawn's kill from the original. I think that's still the best kill, but the rest of the stuff was just great too.
Yeah.
I much prefer the first one, but however,
I know you do. Al does too.
I just purchased part 2 in a media book that's signed by Lauren.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
I had to get that motherfucker.
Yeah, no,
and it's totally genuine. And the artwork is fantastic. And I got part 1 also, so I got matching media books, except for part 2's got the autograph. I get stupid with that shit.
Yeah, I did pick up a new media book, which I'll show off on my next haul. I've got a couple of things on the way that I'm going to show off, which I'm excited for.
Probably a good thing you don't do it. That's probably one of the smartest decisions you ever made. Is not collecting physical media.
I know. Yeah, I'm torn because I wish I did, but now after seeing how crazy it's getting and how most places have stopped selling all that, now it's like, I mean, now's not the time to start. It's done.
It's
I'm not going to start a collection now.
Oh I can imagine. And you have to get it. And you break yourself fucking getting shit. You look, you got like $1 or something like.
I can see
that. A nice media book. But that's
Creepshow. So Creepshow is finished. So let's gear up Tales from the Darkside. I don't know where it's playing. Tubi, might. Is it on Shudder? I don't know.
John Amplis played the zombie version of Grant.
Oh yeah.
Just.
I don't think I knew that either.
Just for shits and giggles, like we were about to say. Just saying. Now the next film I have nothing written down about. But
honestly, I think Tales from the Darkside might have the 3 strongest segments out of Creepshow 2, Creepshow, and this movie.
Now this one's the one that's got Blondie in the wraparound, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I've got the screen back
here. Like all 3 segments are just strong as hell. Like the whole movie is on the same quality pretty much straight through. The first segment with the mummy story, the second one with the cat that's killing people, and I love the point of view shots from the cat. Then the gargoyle segment's my favorite. Like all 3 of them are fantastic.
You said you'd never tell.
Dude, I'll never forget doing that video on that movie, like when I covered it, because I just kept going on that this guy's been fucking a gargoyle for 10 years and he never realized it.
Yeah, but it turned itself into somebody that looked like a young radon Kong. So that was.
Oh no, I know. But then imagine when you get that revelation that it's a gargoyle.
Right.
The first thought you got to be having is, I've been fucking a gargoyle, and I have 2 gargoyle children. Before you die, that has to be his last final thoughts. That would be mine. That would instantly be my thoughts.
Next thing you know, they're all
gargoyle
and shit as gargoyles. Here's the original cover for it.
Yeah, I love that cover.
Yeah, but I mean the slip cover's got some damn good art. I mean that's damn good art.
Oh yeah,
but
that's why I always say, like, everything about this movie is just great, and this is Creepshow 3 for me. Always has, always will.
Yeah, I never made it through Creepshow 3. I tried to watch it 2 or 3 times, couldn't do it.
Dude, I actually, now that we talked about it earlier, and you just brought that up, I don't know if I finished it when I watched it. It was so bad.
I fucking tried.
And I rarely don't finish a movie. So like it was that bad.
Gotta give me credit. Gotta give me credit for trying. But it's just unfinishable, in my opinion, man. It really is. Especially when you think about how good the others are, you know?
Oh yeah.
Man, what the fuck is this?
I just put the look movie link for not Creepshow, Tales from the Darkside in the chat for people who want to watch along. And I will do a countdown when we are ready. So let me know when you are ready.
I didn't know that, Melissa. Nicholson's first film was a drama cult film called Crybaby.
Yeah, I saw that comment. I didn't know that either.
I knew he did Little Shop of Horrors, but I thought that was his first. I know he did Crybaby Killer.
A great early role from John Saxon is in Bava's The Girl Who Knew Too Much. He gives a great performance in that. And that's a very early role by him.
Saxon can play anything, man.
Saxon was a fucking legend, man. He was such a great actor.
When they Hang 'Em High, did he play the Mexican guy? Or I know it was one of the Eastwood spaghetti westerns. I'm thinking maybe either Hang 'Em High or it has to be Hang 'Em High. Saxon plays the Mexican guy.
Yeah, there's no role that he couldn't play. Like aside from all his famous roles that most horror fans know him for. I mean, in Nightmare Beach, he's great.
Yes.
Welcome to Spring Break. He's great in that.
Tenebrae.
Tenebrae. And Girl Who Knew Too Much. He did a decent amount of Italian movies.
You can't. Yeah, you can't go wrong if you already like a motherfucker and then you see him in a goddamn Argento. I remember I first seen him in that. I said, "Damn, John Saxon's in a fucking Argento movie." I was like, "Yes, this is perfect." The only motherfucker talking.
Let me know when people are ready with Tales, and then we'll do a countdown.
Oh, I'm there, man. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna do the whole movie or whatever because there's some shit that I gotta do. But,
Yeah,
but
no
I'll
problem.
definitely start it and watch the story or so with you.
Cool. Sounds good. I just got an email back from the people who the contact information said represented the girl from Late Night with the Devil, Lily. So now they said a different management represents her and gave me the email. So I just sent an email over to them. I reached out to that whole fucking cast. I want Chris Stu. Cool. I want fucking I want Carmichael. I want Lily. I want David. If I can get David Desmalchian, that'd be great. And the directors. Like, I want that whole movie.
Yeah.
We ready with Tales?
I'm good to go, man.
All right.
Yeah, man.
I may have to jump off for a little bit, but I'll be around
fine.
if I do.
Cool. All right. Countdown. 3, 2, 1, play. I love the wraparound in this too. It might be my favorite wraparound out of these 3 movies. With the kid who's locked up in there, and he keeps trying to buy himself time by reading these books to this woman who wants to fucking cook him and eat him alive. This witch.
And Gretel, man.
Yep, exactly. It's so Hansel and Gretel. I mean, it's great.
Oh yeah, like it's beyond inspired by it. The difference is there's only one.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure they probably just straight up said like, let's do a Hansel and Gretel opening and wrap around.
Except for we'll just use Hansel.
I don't know. I mean, if Deborah Harry wanted to eat me, I'd probably let her.
She was talented as fuck, wasn't she?
Yeah,
she really was man.
Like amazing.
She could do any fucking thing.
Like seeing her recently, I rewatched Spun, and she was in that.
Fun. I haven't seen
that. It was so weird seeing it.
Spun is
yeah.
Take care, Joe. Thanks for hanging out, buddy.
And that was like amazing, and yeah, she's just talented. No, there's nothing that she can't do as far as I'm concerned.
This transfer is fantastic on Screen Factory Blu-ray. Great transfer, man.
Yeah, I wonder what transfer is on Look Movie here because it looks really good too.
And the Creepshow that we just watched, that was the 4K.
Yeah.
It has a 4K transfer of 35 millimeter negative. So that was shot in 35 millimeter. So that's good
awesome.
film.
Oh,
Anytime you have good film, it makes a good 4K transfer.
I'm sure it looks fucking phenomenal.
That's the best I've ever seen Creepshow, man. It was unreal. That's why a lot of times I just sit here looking like this. I was thinking,
that's right. Dick Smith was the makeup consultant for this movie, and K&B Effects did the effects.
Dick Smith was the innovator for all of them.
He gave Savini the blood formula.
Godfather. I mean, on and on. He did the head explosion in Standard.
Yep. And he gave the blood formula to Savini on the way up to Friday.
Yes. That's how important that motherfucker is, man. He was like he's like the godfather of effects like that, of makeup effects.
Oh yeah. Now two of the segments in this aren't by Stephen King. They're by Sir Arthur something. They're older stories. The cat one is by Stephen King.
There's one by Romero too.
Is there? Which one did he do?
He just said it in the credits. Yep, just said it in the credits. And
did he do? Maybe he did the screen. Maybe he did the screenplay. He might have done the screenplay because the story is Sir Arthur some shit. And this is directed by John Harrison.
Yep.
I always forget that.
Together, man. Nice job.
Yeah. And he did the music for Creepshow, and he went on to direct this.
I love the fact that the first thing that he did was a screwdriver zombie, and lost hearing in that ear because it flooded his ear
I heard that actually. That I forgot it was Harris. I always forget it's Harrison who was the screwdriver guy, but I heard that the guy who got it in there and stuff heard his fucking his hearing and shit.
Yeah, it took a long time for him to get all that out of there so he could hear right again.
That sucks too, as a music composer.
Yeah, and it was that thicker, bright ass red blood that they used in Dawn of the Dead too.
That's the one thing that's what brings Dawn down for me over the years and stuff. And it's weird because it works for me in Bava films and in Italian horror and early Argento. It works for me, that bright red, but it's because of the aesthetic and the style of Italian horror. Right. Because it's Romero and stuff. And even though Argento worked on it, yeah, but it still just doesn't look right for me. Like Day is fantastic with the blood look.
He had a lot to do with the making of Dawn of the Dead. Argento did.
Oh yeah, of course. And that's I guarantee, I know for a fact it's because of Argento that we got the blood that we got.
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah. That's
it's not bad or anything. It's not bad. It fits the time. It fits 78. It fits the whole background, like we just said, with Argento being so involved. It's just, I don't know, for a zombie movie, it looks jarring. It looks jarring for me.
For me, that and their blue ass skin is so nostalgic for me. So I like it that way. You know what I mean? I grew up that way.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. That's actually another thing about it that I don't care for is the bluish skin. But I can see how it at the time when you first saw it and stuff, I could see it being so nostalgic. Because it is an interesting look.
That's what our love for films is all about. Like it's right down to it, man. Is nostalgia.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
Each of us, I guarantee you, love something that most other people don't like, and they don't understand why we like it. Why we like it is because it's nostalgic to us.
That and just your mood on the first watch. And, how you're feeling. There's movies that I've watched for the first time and hated it, and then rewatched it and said, "What the fuck mood was I in?" Because that movie's great, and vice versa. Thinking a movie's fantastic and rewatching and saying, "This is not as great as I remember at all." Depends on that mood that you're in the first watch. Yeah.
When I used to write songs, man, I would think some of them I would think it's so great. And I went to bed, got up, and listened to it, or read my lyrics, and was like, it is.
Oh yeah, I've had the same stuff of writing music.
That
happens a lot, actually.
Yes. You're gonna write
10,000 songs. Happens more often than you like than I like what I wrote.
You know, because I said you're going to write 10,000 songs, but you may only use 50 or 100. You know what I mean? That's a lot of rejects.
Oh yeah. So what? Let's go around and say with this movie. When was the first time you saw Keith Tales from the Darkside, the movie?
Shit. What year was this made?
1990.
1990. So I was 17 years old. I was with my high school sweetheart. I had my band going. But I was still staying with my mom, of course. So I must have seen it at her place. It was a place called Beckford Place, and she always went to bed early because she went to work early the next morning. And I watched shows, and this came across here, and I seen it was an anthology, and I seen the people that was in it, and it was called Tales from the Darkside. So I watched it. So it was one weekday night, probably somewhere between summer and fall of 1990. Man, sit and watched it up.
Now, did you see the show before the movie, or did you see the movie before ever seeing the show?
Oh, I seen the series back when it was new.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Jason,
I was already aware. That's what
the title called. Yeah. Jason, what was your first experience with this?
Well, the movie I probably saw 93, about a year after it was released. But my first experience was actually through Gore Zone magazine and reading about it and the special effects in it. And that's what I'm like, oh. And because back then there was a huge discrepancy between when the movies came out in America and when they came out in Australia. A lot of films went straight to VHS, or they just, you had to hunt them down sometimes.
Oh,
I didn't have to hunt this one down. I knew it was coming out, and when I found out, I'm like, yep, cool, got it, watched it, and was like, it's one of those ones like we were talking about. I'd read everything about it. I knew it was coming. I looked at it, and I'm like, yep. I did not take my eyes off the screen for that entire, 90-minute runtime or whatever it was back then. Just glued to it. And I mean, to be honest, if I put this up against Creepshow, I don't know what would come first. What I prefer.
That's why I put them together here, because, like I said, they always get grouped. Creepshow 2, everyone does double features. But these two, I mean, even though I put Creepshow as the best anthology for me, my favorite, and it's getting so I hate in this day and age how you always got, if you say best, then you got to clarify my favorite and stuff and shit. It's my fucking channel. Of course, it's my favorite and my opinions, but I just, in this day and age, you got to do it almost, so you feel like you have to. But even though I hold that one to the top, I mean, this one is right up there with it too, like with Creepshow 2 also. Like, this is such a great anthology, and like I said, I think as all the segments, even though this one has 3, just like Creepshow 2 has 3, we have 5 in the original. The quality of all the segments through this, I think, is the best out of all 3 movies.
Yeah.
Because we have a little bit of a slump with Creepshow with Jordy Verrill's one, for me, at least. I don't care for that one as much. And they creep up on you. It's a good one. I enjoy it very much. It's probably my second least favorite, like after Jordy's. And then the Hitchhiker in Creepshow 2. It's fun, but that's my least favorite of that one. This, I don't have a least favorite. Like, they're all fucking great.
12 o'clock, Mrs. Lansing. You're not gonna make it on time.
Yep.
There's another $500, Mrs. Lansing. She's talking.
Yeah, I know. That's great when she's quoting the damage on her car and then the per orgasm and stuff out with the guy she's fucking. All that's fun.
She's such a pig.
But Steve Buscemi, I love it. He's fantastic in this segment. Christian Slater, I always saw as a Jack Nicholson, young Jack Nicholson. He was a great fucking actor. He still does stuff. But I feel like he got typecast like that too. He got typecast in that role as like Jack Nicholson.
Heathers did it.
But he's so
Heathers.
Heathers was the one. Heathers was the movie that did it. That stereotyped him.
I love that movie. Like, Heathers is fantastic.
Oh, I love Heathers.
That's one that
I love my son. I love my dead
Heathers
son.
Masterpiece.
Yeah,
that is a masterpiece movie.
That's he goes there thinking that his son was fucking his friend, and he went there to the funeral and accepted him. That's okay. I love him. I love my son. I love my dead gay son.
Yeah. Julianne Moore is just fucking gorgeous in this movie. I've always loved Julianne Moore.
Yeah.
Also, when I first saw this, I saw this later than Creepshow and Creepshow 2. I know that. Because I saw a few episodes of the series as a kid, but I was more of a Tales from the Crypt person. It was always on Fox at midnight, like uncensored and shit, every night of the week. So I used to watch that every night. So that was more my like series, anthology series. But I've seen some episodes back then. But then I saw the movie probably in my early teens. And like same as you said, Ginger, like I couldn't take my eyes off it. Like I loved all the actors. And by that time I knew most of these actors from other things and stuff. So just seeing the cast in all these segments, I was blown away by that. The effects are great in this movie, and they still hold up today. Just a great first watch, and I've always held this movie high after that. What's up, Mikey? We got Mikey's Morgue.
Hey, Mikey.
How you doing,
Mikey's
brother?
a good fucking guy, man.
I love
Mikey's
Mikey.
a good fucking guy. He's one of my favorites. Easy.
He's great.
I really got to rewatch Night of Something Strange. Mikey reminded me of that one. It's one of those ones I keep meaning to go back and watch because I've got it in my collection. It's like sitting there, I'm waiting on it.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that. Who did that?
Dude, it's I don't know, but it starts out with, basically, dude, you got to look it up yourself. I'm not going to spoil it.
I'll check it out.
But it's like zombies and
I've heard of that. I've never seen it.
Have you seen Contracted?
No, never saw that one either.
Oh, dude, that's a good one. Contracted 1 and 2.
What's the first one? I'm adding them to my list now.
Night of Something Strange.
Night of Something Strange. All right.
Like that's got the big thumbs up from Mikey. That one.
Sweet. Yeah, there's like fucking
Contracted 1 and Contracted Phase 2 are underrated in my opinion. They're kind of like zombie films. It's kind of like Contracted Part 1 is the start of one.
Yeah.
And Contracted Phase 2 is what's happening at the same time as the first one. It's a good double feature.
That reminds me of like the games Outlast and then the DLC Whistleblower, how it takes place during the events of the first game. If anyone plays video games in the chat and anything, they play horror games and hasn't played Outlast and the sequel, check those games out. They're great.
So is Steve, getting the mummy and shit? Is he basically a spooled ass motherfucker? No, he don't have money like they do, does
he? Yeah, no, it's heavily implied, and I think they even say it.
Yeah,
he don't come for money and stuff, and that they do. And he needs this, and that's why he has to win the award that he's getting screwed out of by this guy here with Julianne Moore's boyfriend.
He made it to college on like a scholar, or like a
scholarship, yeah.
Because it's great.
Yeah, for how smart he is, because he is fucking brilliant.
They're fucking spoiled, and he's wanting to take control.
I love how he can actually read like ancient Egyptian texts and stuff like that. Like he says, it's like he says like hieroglyphics or it's Egyptian or whatever language he said. He's like, I could read it, and he ends up reading it and resurrecting this mummy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Unfortunately, he's kind of brittle.
Yeah.
So if you can keep him from choking you, you move the side and fucking, smack his arm with a rolling pin or something, it flies off, like it does. Oh, goddamn arm.
I like how Christian Slater's here. He's listening to him reading it. He says the fucker can read it. That's right, because he tells him he can't read it. Right when they first opened up and he finds it.
Right.
Now he finds out he can.
I love how they focus on that missing finger. You know what I mean? They're letting you know about that thing right away.
I love these shots. I love his hand coming out and shit. And the mummy design looks great
in this. This particular shot right here up the stairs where he's yelling down and then turns out he's running down. Yep. That's killer, man.
Reminds me of Halloween.
It's all dark around.
It's on an angle, from a Dutch angle.
Mm-hmm. Now,
you could just picture Jason. You could just picture Michael walking down those stairs just now. If it was a straight shot, like angle, and not the Dutch angle. He's shining the fucking light right in his face.
Well, man. Guess I'll catch you later. Appreciate the invite and all that shit, man. Congratulations.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for, of course, man. Thanks for hopping on. Thanks for joining.
No problem, man.
Always a pleasure, man.
We'll talk soon. We'll talk later tonight.
Yeah, we got lots of plans, lots of shit to do. I have lots of things that I'm going to accomplish with that team and then solo and all that shit.
No, I hear you, man. Get some of your stuff. Get some of your stuff done. I get it. I still got Abigail to edit and shit. The more that's why I don't like doing new releases in a bunch, and that's how I do that. Because like after you see them and stuff, I still have Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2 to do. I watched that like almost a month ago. The more you get away from it and stuff, especially if it's not great, then it's like the less I want to talk about it and work on it and anything to do with it. So, but Abigail will come soon. But yeah, of course, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I've never reviewed new movies, and but yeah, I'm excited about what I'm building over here. That I let you guys in on, man, because it's gonna be some good shit.
Absolutely,
and I think everybody's gonna enjoy it. So
I reckon so, it's going to be a lot of fun, man.
Definitely.
Much love to
you,
brother.
I'll talk to you soon.
Much love to you, JT.
Take it easy, man.
You too, brother. Take care. Oh, hey, May. Lovely May is here. Thank you so much. You have been here for a very, very long time as well. Made you watch a whole bunch of disturbing fucking movies when she just gets into horror. Throw on Joe Diamato's Absurd and Laid to Rest was, I think, I think that was the first watch party that she joined and saw the show was Laid to Rest. That or Absurd, but either one is fucking nuts.
That's pretty brutal.
That's diving right in. That's dedication.
Yeah.
And she loves it. Good. I want to do those again, those mystery discussion live watches. Where I just spring a title on you guys when it's live already. The mummy's just chilling here.
I like the idea that this mummy's not. It's calculating. It's like it's almost stalking him. It's building up the tension, the fear in him before it goes in for the kill. Unlike most mummies where they're kind of like just stalking and kill.
Yeah, like the first time you see this, you don't know what exactly is going to happen. You don't know if he's going to kill this person. And it's a great build up to it. There's a decent amount of stalking from the mummy in this, which I like.
And just the dust falling off of it. Good effect, like it's subtle, but
yeah, no, all of it. K&B did the effects for this, which I forgot when I covered it a little while back. I completely forgot it was K&B. Julianne Moore just looks fine, as always.
Yeah. You've seen Blindness?
That I've seen. I don't remember it.
I enjoyed it. Like, I know it got a lot of crap, but I don't know. There was something about it. It was just interesting. The segregation, or not segregation, but how they split apart into different camps and whatnot.
Yeah, that's one that'll be fun to rewatch.
Yeah,
I don't remember that one much.
It's like you've seen Black Glass or Dark Glasses. The
I saw it, but I wasn't like paying full attention to it when it first came out. So I gotta pay attention fully when I rewatch that. Because I was like I heard mixed things on it. So I was watching it and then I was like reading up on it a bit, and then I was missing shit, and I was rewinding for 10 minutes, and I was watching it again. And then I don't know if I even finished it the first time, but I watched a decent amount of it, and it was all right. It was good. I liked what I was seeing. So I gotta definitely pay full attention and watch it again. You're at a carnival, man.
Yeah,
That sounds fun.
I'm trying to find one where it's actually like, so I found a copy of it online, but there were no subtitles.
Yeah, that's the worst. It's like it's a foreign film, and you find the movie, and it's like a very hard movie to find. But then, shit, like I don't speak this language, and there's no little words on the bottom in English.
And then trying to find an actual physical copy of it, it's impossible. Well, not
That's
impossible, but it's ridiculously priced.
And it's getting harder and harder too.
Yeah.
Depending on the movie, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. It's like Creepshow.
Yeah. Isn't that what, out of print? Like one of the, like a few of the copies?
They did a release for it over here recently, but it was just like $50 or something like. It's a Blu-ray.
That's not bad. I mean, it's fucking expensive, but I could see if it's like a big release of it.
But the thing was, it wasn't a big release. Like, there's nothing special about it.
Oh, okay. So if it's just a regular release, it's kind of way overpriced. Oh, May's eating streak. I've never eaten streak. I love steak though, so I'm jealous.
Gotta love a good streak.
Yeah, everyone loves streaks. She didn't play anything at the carnival.
We're going streaking.
Right. That's a great one. Who doesn't love steak? Vegetarians, that's the answer. And vegans. And just people who don't like steak.
Nice big T-bone after work on Saturday.
Oh, that's great.
Pretty good.
T-bones are great. I love New York strips, ribeye, filet mignon's my favorite. That and sirloin. But a nice prime rib and shit, and skirt steak. Skirt steak is great.
Yeah.
She throws this vase at the mummy, and he catches it. Yeah, it was pretty nice down here. Yeah, now I'm getting fucking hungry with all this food talk.
And I woke up, jumped in the shower, and just grabbed myself 4 cups of coffee. And I'm like jumping on here. I'm like, food.
I know. And you mentioned the coffee and shit. And then I was getting ready, and I was downloading clips and like the day's review and stuff, and certain other things. And I had to do other stuff. And then I totally forgot to make a cup of coffee before we started that. I love that kill though. How he cuts her open and stuffs the bouquet of flowers inside of her. That's awesome. You don't see a kill like that often at all.
No, very rarely. If ever. Like, when did they do anything like that? I can't remember another scene like it.
I can't think of another kill, with like specifically with flowers, like being stuffed into like a cut open body. I can't think of any movie. Tom Atkins thrill me. Yeah, man, it's making me drool like crazy. I'm thinking it's just a nice steak now, and like fucking like cheese fries or some shit. I feel like going to the Outback. I feel like coming over to where you're at, Ginger. I feel like coming to Australia. Go to the Outback.
Yeah, I got to go do shopping, weekly shopping. After this, I've got to record. I've got to, edit. So much stuff on.
Yeah, story of my life too.
And then I've got someone about not last year, but the year before. I bought a new nice couch, reclining one, and it's all because it's electrical. The electrical part of it started shorting out. I've been waiting 3 months to have someone come around and fix it.
Ridiculous, 3 months.
Yeah,
fix it. Like, what are they doing? Like, they give they're that busy?
Yeah,
I guess.
No, they had to order parts.
Okay, that makes a little more.
I'm sure they did, but
yeah, it's still way too long. Hopefully, it gets fixed soon. That's That's 3 months.
Well, they're supposed to be coming around between 10 and 2 today. So I can't leave the house for 4 hours. Had this set up last Monday as well.
Those time frames
they never showed up. No one showed up. It's like,
they love doing that.
Had to delay. I know, right? And that's why I've had to delay my Night of the Creeps watch party.
Oh, for waiting for them?
Because, because otherwise they're going to come right in the middle, right when it starts, or right in the middle of it. And it's just be.
Ginger, don't get killed by a couch. Like kill a sofa.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like every time we turned it on, it would have that electrical zapping sound. Like it's like I'm going to get electrocuted with it.
Yeah, that's not something I sit in.
Or it's going to catch on fire or something. It's like, geez.
Yeah. You never know.
Oh yeah. And do you ever see Mr. Robot?
Yeah, I saw like the first season, but Christian Slater is in that.
Yeah, it was really good. Like I watched it all the way through, and it's amazing. Like Christian Slater really, like he had that moment where he was really, really huge, really big.
Yeah,
and then
he slowed down.
He disappeared.
Yeah, you didn't see him in anything. And that was like the first thing that I really heard of him acting in again. Really, was Mr. Robot. But I mean, Very Bad Things is in my top films too, and that's one of my favorite comedies. And he is unreal in that movie.
Yeah, that is one of the ones that I keep meaning to go back and watch, and always forget.
Oh, yeah. You got to rewatch that. Yeah, that's a great one. The cast in that movie is fucking amazing too.
Yeah, it's
Cameron Diaz, John Favreau.
Yeah.
Leland Orser is in The Guest, the father in The Guest, the alcoholic.
Yeah.
This is everybody in it. It's great. Christian Slater and there's somebody else I'm forgetting, but everyone in it is just Jeremy Piven. That's it.
Oh yeah,
great cast.
The Jeremy Piven I don't mind. Jeremy Sisto, nah.
Yeah, I never cared for him either. Jeremy Piven's great though. Yeah, it happens all the time. They'll be like cable companies and shit. They'll be like, all right, we'll be there between like 9 and 4 or 6 and 9. It's at night. It's like, okay, so like when? Like you can't narrow that time frame down to an hour. I used to work for a subcontractor for Home Depot called MeasureComp when they opened the market in New York, when they had one in Jersey for a few years. And I became the lead tech for the New York market. And I was making like $25 per house I was going to measuring flooring a day. All I did was measure flooring. I didn't put it in or anything. Send those measurements in, through the computer, and that would go, and that would be it. And that shit, we gave them exact appointments. Like I used to go like 10, 15 houses a day sometimes. I'll be like, we'll be there between 1 and 2. We'll be there, and if we're running late, we'll call and say, like, I'm running a little late. We'll be there at 2:30 or something like that. Not, I'll be there between 7 a.m. and 12 afternoon, or I'll be there in the afternoon, later, evening. Fuck it, whenever I'm there. Yeah. Like, come on. These companies do that on purpose.
I'll be there sometime within the next week. Stay there all week.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just don't move. Just don't leave.
I'll be there between 2024 and 2026. No, not the time, the year.
I'll be there sometime in the next fucking bicentennial. What's up, caveman? Thanks so much, brother. Yes, vote for Ginger Horror YouTuber of the Month. Hit that like button. That's right. That get your votes in. It's almost the end of the month.
Yeah, it's looking like a very close call. But you know what? It's all good. Whoever wins, and
you got my vote.
Channels, so
I had to vote for you. Everyone is amazing. Oh, great channel. So if you guys in the chat, if you check that video out, and if you are subscribed to all the nominees, definitely do that.
And of course, the current horror YouTuber of the month, who was just on.
Yep, Agoraphobe, the current reigning champ of horror.
Yeah, well deserved too. Well deserved.
And should have happened a while ago.
Long time ago. Yeah. Yeah, the amount of stuff that he puts out, like just horror lad, is amazing. Like,
oh yeah, I mean, with the watch-alongs especially.
Yeah.
Like I put out mad videos solo just because that's how it's like therapy at this point. Like just like talking to a camera and getting my thoughts on a movie and then being able to discuss it with everybody afterwards and stuff. It's like a little form of therapy at this point. It's different when you're live.
Yeah.
Some people and I like live too. It's a lot of fun, but it's different. And it depends on my mood. Like if
I do want to start doing more lives like this.
Yeah, it's great doing both. It's great to have the best of both worlds. Oh, hey, Miss Caveman, and thank you so much, hon. That means a lot. Welcome to the channels. We are watching Tales from the Darkside. We watched Creepshow earlier with some more people. And now we're up to the wraparound second segment almost of Tales from the Darkside, which is another great one. Is it the Cat's Eye? I always confuse it with the movie Cat's Eye. It's something else. It's something with the cat.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, there's the Steve Cat's Eye.
The actor here.
Yeah,
he's great.
Mr. Holston, like, what have I? Now it's bugging me, man. I know I've seen him in other stuff.
It's like, I know. I've definitely seen him in other stuff. But this is like, it's kind of funny, and I never really made this link. He's kind of like the father from Father's Day, this dickhead in the wheelchair. He's so demanding and shit. He explains his whole mission, this hit.
Yeah.
For people who haven't seen Tales from the Darkside or don't remember the segment, we have this guy who comes to this rich person's house, and he's a hitman. He's an assassin. He's a professional. And he's thinking he's got to whack somebody. And turns out he's got to kill a cat that this old guy thinks is responsible for deaths of his family and people that lived in the house prior. It's a great idea. I mean, it's very heavily inspired by, obviously, the Black Cat. That's been done so many times over the years. Even with Fulci's The Black Cat is great. Argento did the cat segment in his Black Cat segment in Two Evil Eyes. And then, of course, Poe. It's been done to death, but it's an original segment. It takes a little twist on it. It's like a slasher, but the cat's the killer.
Yeah, it's where I know him from, Scrooged. He was the ghost of Christmas Past. That's where I remember him from.
That's it.
And I would have never remembered that.
Yeah. That's a great movie too. Bill Murray's great. Yeah. That whole movie is great. I used to watch that every year around the holiday season when it was on TV, but I don't watch television anymore. Like regular TV. I don't remember the last time I just put on regular TV, like just cable or anything like that. Everything is
streaming now, isn't it?
Yeah, everything is. I don't even have a cable box anymore. I got rid of that shit because it's like $30 a month or whatever, $20 for a cable box. I'm like, I ain't paying that shit. Well, I have my PlayStation 5, my Xbox, and I stream everything from that. And anything I can't stream is on Look Movie or I download through torrents. That's my whole fucking setup. Yep. Oh, I throw that shit. I've been
very
using
strict
that
on that stuff around here.
Yeah, I've been using that since. Well, yeah, if you post torrents and stuff like that, which I never do.
Well, no, even a lot of our internet service providers over here, they've blocked torrent sites, so you can't even get to them.
Oh yeah, it's definitely they do that every now and then, they change URLs very often.
Yeah.
A lot of, like the Pirate Bay is what I use most and have for years and years
That's
and
still a
years.
thing.
Yeah, the Pirate Bay is still around. You just type in Google and the new IP or whatever URL will pop up. But yeah, they kept doing that over and over, and they got shut down for a while. But then they got brought back, and now they just change IPs and everything like every few months.
At the moment, I'm cool with my I've got my VPN, and I've got Shutter and all that, so I get a lot of my stuff. But I can change and I can watch other things. The only problem is what I watch it on, where I've got the VPN's a really old laptop, so it's not the best. I can't hook the laptop up to the TV and watch it through that.
That's what I do too. I can put my laptop stream to the TV. That's how I watch anything I download. Oh, that's right. We got Mark Margolis in this movie.
Yeah,
Hector Salamanca, the hitman
ding,
from Scarface.
Ding, ding.
Yep, a million things he's been in. Requiem for a Dream, the pawn shop guy.
Yeah.
I love the color usage, the lighting here too. It's black and white at times, and it switches to the blue here. And then I love the POVs from the shots from the cat. You don't see POVs from a cat often.
And just that transition there, where he's pushing his wheelchair along from the kitchen, and then it goes from past to the present.
Yeah, yep. And it fades out, and then it turns into regular color without the lighting. That's great.
Yeah.
You would think that this guy would have been fucking killed a long time ago by the cat, though. I mean, he's an invalid. He's taking pills and shit. Like, you would think this cat, he's very adept at killing people, this cat, as we've come to see. You would think that he would be, like, pretty done. Russ, I see your comments. I'm not going to talk about it here. I don't talk about it on streams, but I left you a message in a comment the other day. Email me sometime. We'll talk about that. Oh, what's the actor's name who plays the detective here? It's killing me. Because he's great in this. I don't remember if I've seen him in other things, or maybe I just don't remember, but he does a good job in here. What is up? The one and only MSJ. How you doing? Hope you're having a good Sunday night. We got Maxwell in the house, which is just making me think Maxwell House and making me think of the fucking coffee I forgot to make before the stream. I don't drink Maxwell House, but still the same. Reminding me of coffee. Hey, Keith. Keith was on the panel. We got him back in the chat. Oh, for sure. Somebody who's a mod, if they can pull up Ginger's channel, just drop it in the chat. This bitch just falls down the stairs. You ever notice in movies that deaths like this happen in succession, that there's like a bunch of freak accident deaths, but it's being, they're murders? People just brush it off as just a string of weird coincidences. Nobody ever just really stops and thinks, no, this is fucking weird. Like, that all these deaths are happening in such weird ways in a short amount of time. You see that in a lot of movies. I was just like, oh yeah, this person killed themselves. It's sad. Oh yeah, she fell down the stairs. They lit a cigarette. They fell asleep. They burned themselves alive. It's like no one notices a pattern. they all know each other and shit. They're all in the same house in this place. Oh, there you go. Ginger dropped his link. Okay, man. See, quick with those buttons with the keys, like Keith was saying. I'm fast with that too, with typing shit. I just didn't feel like picking my phone up because it's charging.
I've got the laptop all set up, and then I'm watching over here. So.
It's like the one. It's like the one time mods I use them as mods. Can you drop that link quick? It's like the only time people are mods. They're just friends that I make mods. I don't need mods for a stream. The channel size I have. Maybe when you hit like night size or so, like Steven and stuff. Then you get, like, if you have 100 people in a chat or something, 50 people even, then I could see like you need a mod or two like doing a decent amount of stuff. But you got like 15,
I mean,
20,
you've always
25 people. You can handle.
There's always the right. Yeah, someone might say something that's offensive or whatever. When you've got that many people, it's good to have that person backing it up, I guess. But, for little fish like me.
Yeah, guys in the chat, just leave the drama stuff out of here, just because I'm friends with Sean. I've known him a long time. I just don't like people talking anything about other people in chat.
Yeah.
If anything, it's private conversations that people will have. Hey, and look at May doing her lovely job and her mod job right when I was right after I finished. Thank you, May. And I mean that in the nicest way possible, guys. Just, it's not worth it. We're here to have fun.
Exactly.
All right, Johnny. Take care, man. Thanks again for that super chat. You did not have to do that. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, Johnny's good.
Johnny's great.
He's really talented too. Like the stuff that he's putting out, like all the.
I love that.
It's amazing. I love my stupid little thumbnails, but they're just copy and paste, and he's like doing this whole editing stuff, and it's like,
that's one thing. Like, I've definitely like when I first started, I would just put the picture, the poster of the movie, and that was my thumbnail for like the first year or so, and then I started adding a little bit. Now I'm kind of the way my thumbnails are now. That's kind of where I'm keeping them. They ain't getting better than that. Like. You got pictures of the movie on it. You got the fucking title, the movie. You got discussion, commentary, and shit. And I think it looks fine. I'm not going crazy. There's enough shit I gotta do, let alone worrying about taking a fucking fat picture of myself or some shit and some pose and stuff and some crazy clickbait that's gonna say like, "I can't believe this movie." ... And like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like, it's easy. Name of the movie, year, review, discussion, commentary.
Yeah. I mean, all I do is I have a copy paste of my face, and I try and put it somewhere in there. So it's like, it's a bit of fun. Like when I was putting my face on Mila Jovovich's body, it's like,
exactly. If you can use it in a comedic way, that's even better.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the thing. Funny. It's about having fun. It's not about
exactly.
Oh my god. Like, I mean, the thing is, I guess if you get to 50,000, 100,000 subscribers, and you're getting that big YouTube money, I could go on Fiverr and pay someone to do it if I was getting that.
No, exactly. Now you got AI and shit, which they got great like sites like Opus Clips, which I use and stuff for shorts. You just throw in a stream link or like a review and stuff, and you know how long mine are. So it breaks it down into like 15, 20 shorts, like 30 to 60 second clips, and it puts the fucking captions right on the screen. I don't like how it zooms in weird at times, but at that point I'm like, it's done already. Opus did it. like I'm not changing and editing it further. But that those are like good for like quick little shorts and stuff, and then to bring people to the main full video.
%.
Yeah, like this here, like this, the POV is great, and like this, the purple lighting on the side. Yeah, I love that, and it makes sense with how a cat's eye is shaped. And I don't know if that's how they see, but it's a cool touch. Black and white, and then the little purple on the sides. Kind of like when we were talking, me and Keith last night with Cropsy Vision, with the Vaseline on the side. That's a great idea too.
Yeah, really got to rewatch that. I haven't watched it in ages.
Oh yeah, The Burning's great. The Burning. There's a few slashers that I watch every single year, sometimes more than once a year. Sleepaway Camp, 2 Unhappy Campers. Yeah. That's one I watch a few times a year. Intruder.
Sleepaway Camp 4.
Yeah, Blood Rage. That's another one. Sleepaway Camp 4. Get out of here. Fucking Return to Sleepaway Camp. I will never see that movie again. After that meltdown of a video from that, and that was early on. I think that actually, like when I look back, I think like that was kind of like a little turning point for me on the channel, where I was kind of a little reserved at the beginning and nervous and stuff. Then with that, like I was just so taken aback by how terrible that film was. I just like let it all out, my full personality and everything. And then from then on, it was just kind of, I was just like, fuck it, like whatever. I don't care. I'm just gonna be myself. That was a pivotal video. Even though it was a fucking disgusting movie, it was insulting. So I thank Return to Sleepaway Camp just for that. That's all the credit I'm ever giving that movie. Because it's in prison forever, and I keep talking about it every now and then.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've seen it. Oh, sorry, I gotta go. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Oh yeah, no problem. What do I think of The Collector and The Collection? I like them. I haven't seen them in a while, and then I know we were supposed to get a third one, right? And then it just like dissipated. The project just stopped. But I would like to see them again. I gotta maybe I'll do videos on those soon. The Collector and The Collection, because it's been maybe like at least 5 years since I've seen either of them. More so The Collection. I probably saw that when it first came out. But if you know what happened with the third one, let me know, because I think I know for a fact it was being made, but I don't know what happened with it. Yeah, Johnny, it's on Gore's channel on his nomination video when he nominates people, where he won our YouTuber. The Collection movies, yes, are fun. For a second, I thought you were like calling Anthology's collection movies in a cute way, and I was gonna be aw, but then I realized, yeah, it's what we were just talking about.
Yeah, back for now.
Cool. Oh, thank you, May. As always, vote. You can vote there for whoever you want.
Yeah, you were talking about The Collector. I actually really enjoyed those films. Like,
yeah, no, they're a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think the director passed away or something like that, which is why they didn't do the third one.
Is that what happened?
Or was that Chrome Skull? Maybe I'm thinking of Chrome Skull.
Chrome Skull, the director passed. That I know for a fact.
Yeah.
And that sucks because, and those are two movies that I didn't see until after I started the channel. I didn't see them when they came out. Lauren told me about them, my friend Lauren, on Visit by Voices. He mentioned them in his stream like early on when I first met him. And he said, check them out, because we were talking about art and we were talking about Victor Crowley and saying that those like the only real slasher icons of like the 2000s going forward. And then he said, "Have you ever seen Laid to Rest movies?" And I said, "I've heard of them, never saw them." And then he mentioned Chrome Skull, and he's right. Like definitely, like if those movies were released a few years later, like right around when Terrifier was, they would have blew up like much more than there, because those movies are not really talked about ever.
Yeah, I mean, I was first introduced.
Fantastic.
Yeah, well, that's how I got into it, because my cousin from Scotland, he posted it on my Facebook page, which I rarely use now, and I'm like, he's like, dude, you're gonna love this. I'm looking at it, I'm like, yes, I am. Where can I get it? And so good. Like, just the physical effects are amazing.
Both they're great. Like the one I put in my kills video with the knife coming through, you know, with that jump scare kill, that looks great. And how he pulls the knife out after he's cutting it a bit, that looks really, really good. There's a lot. All the kills are great in those movies. Chrome Skull, the sequel, I mean, it's nowhere near the first one for me, but it's still a great sequel.
Yeah, I think they went a bit too deep into the backstory behind it.
Yeah. I never looked up much on those two movies, except for I know that the director passed, which sucks. And that's how I feel about Butterfly Kisses, which is a favorite found footage of mine. And the director of that passed away right after that movie. Eric, what's his name? Eric something Myers is his name, the Butterfly Kisses director. Oh, this cat's finally fucking this guy up. He's just shooting everything. He's shooting left, right, center. You don't know where this cat is. Doesn't the cat turn invisible at some point? I don't know if I missed it. He like jumps and like turns invisible or like something weird. This is making me want to watch The Black Cat by Fulci and do a video on it.
Oh, it was like that. What was that? Not. I don't want to call it an anthology, but it's Two Evil Eyes.
Yeah, the Argento film. Yeah, that's basically Argento's Black Cat. I love that movie. That's the last excellent Argento film, I think. I always say Bird to Opera, but I always include that too. And even Trauma is a good one. I love that effect with the cat in his mouth.
Yeah.
And it just throat enlarges and then it comes back out in a second. That's an excellent effect. Or it bursts through his chest or something. I think he throws it up or it bursts through his chest. Or it just ends like that, and I forgot completely. But that cat going into his throat is great. I mean, K&B always kills it. Oh, he throws up the cat, Eric. I see your comment. I knew it. I don't know why I doubted myself with that. Yeah, right there when the guy comes back. Yeah, I for a second I thought I just hallucinated all these years him coming out. I was thinking of another movie or something. But yeah, there it is. And again, the POV is great. And this guy just dies. He has a heart attack. So he has the pills, drops them. I don't know. Max. The crazy sci-fi horror schlock with the mutant cat on the cruise ship with the monsters. That sound familiar to you, Ginger? Mobsters, not monsters. Crazy sci-fi with a mutant cat on a cruise ship. I'm not sure.
Deep
I'm not the biggest sci-fi fan. I'm not the biggest sci-fi fan, so I wouldn't
it's
be the best to ask.
That's
You ever see
yeah.
Thanksgiving?
No.
You got to see Thanksgiving, Keith. Thanksgiving's fucking excellent. I finally have a slasher.
Yeah, I did enjoy that one.
Yeah, I finally have a double feature for Thanksgiving every year with Blood Rage.
Yeah,
which
that
Blood Rage.
opening scene is done so well.
Oh yeah,
well, I won't spoil it because I know Keith hasn't seen it, but
yeah, and all the kills are great in it. I think it's I wouldn't say it's his best film, but I think it's his biggest film, like production wise.
Oh
and
yeah,
just
for sure.
all out and just the ambitiousness of it. Because it's something he's been wanting to make forever. Since 2007.
Well, I mean, since
trailer,
that fake, fake trailer.
I'll never forget seeing that. That was one of the most fun experiences in the theater ever. I was in college in 2006, 2007, and they had like Tuesday nights. It was like 3/4 off for students. It was mad cheap, so the whole place was packed for Grindhouse. And then that was the best part of the movie, the Thanksgiving trailer. I loved the whole film, but that was the best part. The whole audience was going nuts. We were all drunk, stoned. It was such a fun experience. And we all afterwards were saying, I want that Thanksgiving movie. And then we finally got it. It's fucking amazing. William Hickey. Okay, yeah, that's his name. William Hickey is in Christmas Vacation. Basically, that's a cat inside the cat, and George Kennedy is in it.
Can't say I've heard of it.
Yeah, I've never heard of that one. For a second at the end of the comment, though, when I saw Uninvited, I thought of the movie The Uninvited, which I think is a good remake for an excellent Asian film, The Tale of Two Sisters.
I always get that confused with The Unborn.
Oh, The Uninvited with The Unborn. I can see that.
Yeah.
Just from the name.
Yeah, just UN, and I really should check out Unborn again because I just remember it had just a very interesting cover. It was one of those sex sells covers. So they put a hot chick on the front cover, and yeah, but other than that, the movie itself was not anywhere near as good as the poster.
Yeah, there's a decent amount of movies like that, especially from the 70s, 80s, maybe early 90s, basically until fucking Scream came and ruined everything with with the posters, with the pretty faces and stuff, and that's it. And it's just the cast on the posters. That was just changed all slasher posters forever, that movie. And it's another reason I despise that series. But in the 70s, 80s, the great artwork we got and stuff. Like there were a lot of movies though, the artwork is phenomenal and the movie's not great at all. But you still have nostalgia
got a
just for the artwork.
You got this I'll see, I don't know if you'll see it, but yeah, probably not. I'll turn the thing off. Virtual background.
The Boneyard. I've heard of that. I don't think I've never seen the Boneyard.
I don't know if you can see that too well, but it's
right. Yeah, hold it right there. Yeah, I can see it. That's cool.
Yeah, it's like a book of all VHS cover art.
Send me a picture of that after.
Yeah. But yeah, it's all VHS cover art, and I'm like, I need that. Like, I have to have that. So
that was the best part of being young and going into like video stores and Blockbuster and stuff, and just going to the horror section. And my parents didn't give a fuck what I watched back then. They just said pick whatever to me and my sister, and she would go to like the little lovey-dovey movies and friggin' kid movies, and I would go right to the horror section and just look at the artwork, and that was like every Friday. Like, if not like twice a week, and just the artwork was the big thing that drew me in to like so many movies. Dead Alive, especially Brain Dead, that was one of the most memorable posters, and it was always the one with the girl opening her mouth with the skeleton inside her mouth. That was the cover I always saw at Blockbuster, and I didn't see the movie for years after, like, always seeing the VHS cover and wanting to see it, and like just saying, I wonder what this movie is. And then when I finally saw it, I mean, that's my favorite zombie film of all time. It's not as great as, it's not a masterpiece of a film as Day of the Dead, and it's not like your regular zombie film like Dead Alive. So technically, I guess Day is my favorite zombie movie, but I consider Brain Dead, if we're talking all zombies, I like Brain Dead's a masterpiece too.
Yeah. It is. I mean, just the cover of it, it just had this, the actual, it was like an embossed cover.
Yeah. Here we have the third segment we're into with James Remar, and now he just found out. Yeah. Well, not found out, but he found the gargoyle. He found him, and the gargoyle looks great in this too.
Just the way its eyes move as well.
Yeah. The wings too, with the wings that are flapping on the back of them. Like, that's, you got people probably bent down below camera that are bringing it back and forth, but just paying attention to that. But I love how it decapitated his friend, and now this guy can't ever tell a soul that he's met this gargoyle. But then his life gets perfect. He meets this gorgeous woman. He gets married. He's got 2 beautiful kids in a bit. And he kept that secret for mad long. Longer than I would be able to. You kidding? If I saw a gargoyle and they said never tell a soul, and I promise, first I'd be telling like 5, 6 people. I'd be on Instagram telling you guys. I'd be telling everyone. So that gargoyle would come and kill me very quickly. I always think of him as Raiden in Annihilation.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Or Dexter's father.
Yeah, Dexter's father. Yeah. He's been in so many things, but I always, just because I grew up with those Mortal Kombat movies and the games, always see Raiden when I see it. Even though that movie's god awful, Annihilation. The first Mortal Kombat I like. It's a good one, but I have a lot of nostalgia for Annihilation, despite how bad it is. Got one of the worst lines in history with the Sindel and Katana.
Yeah.
Mother, you're alive. No. Too bad you will die. That shit is so bad. I don't know how they let that go and just said, all right, we're using this take. That's so bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even so bad it's good. Right. It's just bad. Like, it's
exactly. It's super bad. I liked it just as a kid because you got to see all the characters that you didn't get in the first movie. You got Cyrax and Sector, and you got Motaro, which was my favorite character as a kid. To be able to play him in Trilogy, it was like the greatest gift ever. And you got Shao Kahn, you got all those characters that you didn't get to see in the original. That was the biggest appeal of it. But yeah, the gargoyle effects look excellent in this. The kid gargoyles too, they look really cool. It's Alive is a fun one. I don't think it has sequels,
Yeah.
right? I don't think I've ever seen the sequels to that.
Yeah,
I think it's on.
Alive.
I think it's on
lives.
Netflix right now.
Island of the Alive. They also did a remake of it as well.
Did they? I never saw that.
You're not missing much.
Best thing. I figured that about the VHS covers was if the movie was kind of shit, the cover had to be top-notch to make up for it. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, like sometimes there's movies that I think have excellent covers that I remember and have a lot of nostalgia for, but I think the movies are awful. Like, but it still makes the movie like have a special place in my heart just because of that artwork, which I feel like just you didn't get after like the mid 90s. You did. Like if you really looked for like below the surface movies, but like all the mainstream stuff was just the cast.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Brock was ridiculous. Ridiculous at that.
I'm sure if you look carefully at that, you actually can see the actual actor's mouth underneath the rubber mask of Baraka.
I'm sure. This is making me want to do videos on both movies. This is making me want to rewatch the two of them back to back. I don't remember the last time I did that as a fucking young kid, probably. I never saw the new one though, the animated one.
New one's good.
I heard that. I heard that from a lot of people. I just haven't checked it out. It was on Max a few months ago, so maybe it's still on there.
I mean, a lot of people don't like it because they've added a brand new character in, like they haven't focused on the original characters or anything like that. But I mean, it was filmed in my locale, so I got to give it a little bit of a.
Got some points.
Yeah,
I like. I don't know. There's not a lot of. You never know, Eric. It might be. We might make the next watch Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Maybe I'll do a video on the first one, and then I'll do the watch on that, and then a video on the new one.
I still say, watch party for the Crow Wicked Prayer.
I know that's terrible, but because I've never seen it though, but I've heard it, and you just mentioned it recently. I've never been a fan of the Crow. The original movie either. Never. I saw it 15 years ago. I've never watched it since. It just didn't do anything for me. That's why I have no investment in the remake or anything. I could see why people. He has an iconic design, though. Don't get me wrong. So I can see where people are getting pissed about the design of the new one. I don't think it's that bad, though. Yeah, exactly.
I'll wait until I see the movie.
We're getting it. Yeah.
But I mean, look, I love the original, and that'll never change.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what they do with this one. It could be fucking amazing. Like, let's be honest, it could be.
Yeah,
it could be.
I mean, look how
terrible.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's going to be very divisive, like super divisive. Yeah. Probably a lot of people who haven't seen The Crow or don't have a big attachment to it like I do. Like I don't have. They'll probably like it if it's decent. Then you're going to have a lot of the people who love the movie, the original, and love the series, even maybe, and some of the sequels.
Yeah.
That are just not. It's not going to do anything or near anything for it.
To each
but look at the first.
I've been a fan. Yeah. I've been a fan of
that had no right being as good.
I've heard really good things about it. Like the First Omen, apparently
First Omen?
Pretty much. Yeah.
It's.
But I mean,
good.
The Crow, like I've enjoyed that since every iteration of it, to some degree. The TV series I enjoyed.
There's a lot more investment in this series, in that series.
Yeah.
So the remake has something to live up to.
But is it going to be one I'm going to shit on because I haven't seen it? No. I don't know what it's going to be like. I'm not going to say it's going to be shit until I see it, and then I'll say whether it's shit or not.
Oh, that's great, Keith. Cool. 33 likes. Nice, guys. Thank you, everybody. That's what. Can you dig it? I just think of the wrestling theme. Whose theme was that? Triple H? Wasn't there like a "Can you dig it"? Or am I thinking of something else? Someone says that somewhere in media history, so there's a reference there. Somebody will know it. He's about to let this secret out soon. I like how he makes he made a statue of the gargoyle. Like he makes he saw this gargoyle and then it was haunting him so much that he like made this like sculpture of it and like drawings and shit.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I guess that's, being an artist, you get something in your head, you can't get it out. You can't talk about it. It comes out in your art and stuff.
Oh yeah, especially something like that. I mean, you saw a fucking gargoyle. Yeah. That's going to be something that you got to get out somehow if you can't tell anybody. I wouldn't have that issue even as an artist, though, because I told you I'd be telling people the next minute after that gargoyle left. And I looked around a bit and made sure that fucker ain't lurking. And I knew I was free and clear. I'd be telling everybody. And I like the wife in this, too. She does a good job.
Oh, why my green screen's not working, or my virtual background's not working anymore.
Oh yeah, that's right. You had it up a little bit ago, but it just disappeared.
Yeah, but when I took it down to show the
okay,
the book, it won't come back up. So apologies for all the shit in the background.
Strange. Now he's gonna finally let his lover's vow out. Poor guy. I'm telling you, the first thought and last thought before this guy gets his throat ripped out is I've been fucking this gargoyle for a decade and I got gargoyle kids. How can it not be? So yeah, speaking of Dexter, I absolutely love that show.
Yeah.
What do you think of the comeback?
I never actually finished it.
I didn't either. I didn't finish the last episode.
Yeah. I didn't even get that far into it. I wanted to, but yeah. Too many things got in the way.
I had to catch up on a few episodes at a time, I guess time went on with it.
Yeah.
I liked it. Clancy Brown is great as always. I mean, Michael C. Hall is great. I didn't care for the son much. I didn't care for the actor.
Back in 2 seconds.
Yeah, no problem. We're almost done here. Now, I said this in my video a long time ago on this movie. Well, this guy finds out that she's a gargoyle, his wife. It's the same thing to my brain as if you went outside a bar one night with a friend and a cow appeared and the cow killed your friend, maybe ate him for some food, beef up, and said, "Don't tell a living soul," and you swear to me, and you say, "Yeah, I swear." And then 10 years go by and your life is brilliant, and you meet this beautiful woman, and you have the most great little kids ever. And then 10 years later, you find out that your wife is that cow. The first thing you got to think, man, is I've been fucking a cow for a decade. Come on. How can anybody not think that? That would be my last dying thoughts. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's my brain, but that's exactly what I'd be thinking. Wow, this thing's a gargoyle. That like makes a lot of questions. It's just cooler as a gargoyle because I mean, if I had a story I had to tell, I'd rather be like, I fucked a gargoyle for 10 years than a cow. So, I mean, there's the only fault in my logic. You found out how she reacts when he makes a profit. Yeah, exactly. She don't handle it well.
And the couch is fixed. Yay.
There you go. We're about to get a nice little gargoyle show herself. So, I mean, gargoyles have pussies then in this universe, I guess. It has to. And they have to, but they shapeshift, apparently, yeah. But it's still, I guess, unless it just shapeshifts and forms a whole uteral tract and then eggs and all that. I mean, I'm looking way too into this like usual, but I want answers. So people in chat that are experts on gargoyles, let me know their anatomy and stuff. Send me a textbook. I got to fact check this fucking movie.
Let me just see what happens when I Google that.
Gargoyle anatomy? That's too funny. I wonder what will come up. I'm just picturing in my head like the school book pictures of reproductive organs when you're in school, but like with a gargoyle's design around, outline around it.
Strangely enough, there is actually stuff on there about it, and
I didn't doubt it.
Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah, that is very strange. And you know what I'm Googling when we're done here. Immediately. I'm guessing it would look like a regular pussy, but like gargoyle-esque. Gargoyle-ish, gargoyle-esque.
Reptilian.
Turned to stone. It's a cat's eye. I don't know. It ties into the second segment.
Yeah.
Yeah, this dispensary near me is fucking great.
That's like the TV series V.
Which one?
V? Like back in the 80s. It was the aliens from they're all lizards.
Okay, I remember the lizard people show. I remember that.
Yeah. But that's what I imagine the gargoyle is like. Like it's, that kind of thing.
Everyone in chat's talking about like, don't knock it till you try it till you fuck your gargoyle, I guess. That was another fun video. There's like certain videos that stick out in my memory of ones that I had a lot of fun making compared to like the average. That was another one of them, the Tales from the Darkside one. Because like when I hadn't seen it in a few years, and then I forgot how good the effects were, especially the whole thing with the cat, and I forgot how good the effects with the gargoyle was. So like it was a real fun watch. He's saying, let's move to the country. That's like everybody's fucking grand plan in a relationship and stuff when they like need a change. Let's move to the country. You never hear somebody say, "Let's move to the urban part of the city."
Yeah, so I'm the opposite. I'm like, I'll move closer to the city. It's easier for me.
Come here, you naughty little gargoyle. Yeah, right. Like my favorite living comedian, Doug Stanhope, says, and I agree. I like to wake up with a story. Fucking fuck you. Live your own lives. I said this in a video once too. I forgot what, but a ghost. I don't think it was the entity because that's like a little dark, but it was like a fun one. And I said there was like a ghost who was trying to fuck someone, I'd fuck a ghost in a heartbeat, just for the story,
like
to tell the next day.
Ghostbusters?
Are you serious? Yeah, if you're by
Okay,
a
that kind
water
of
cooler at work, if you're at a water cooler at work, and they come up and they start saying, "How was your weekend?" and stuff, someone's like, "I was at the bar, I got hammered," and so you're like, "Oh, I was at this haunted inn and I got fucked by a ghost," and you can't top that story. You're infamous already with that story.
Yeah.
Of course, your mileage may vary with how enthused you are with the subject. I would have sex with a ghost. That's it. You heard it here on this channel. If it's one of those ghosts in a white sheet, you wouldn't see the mess afterwards. Exactly. Like a scary movie when it throws the bag on the hideous woman's head. See, that's different because you see her face. So I couldn't. But if it was just like a little apparition, it was like a dead 30-year-old, 20-something-year-old, looks all right. Fuck yeah. Why not? When are you going to get a chance to fuck a ghost again? Or a gargoyle. I guess a gargoyle is something I'd go for too. Who knows? You never know. Can't rule anything out. She's gonna flip. She promised. He promised, and she just ripped him a new asshole.
Yeah, this transformation scene is just
it's really good. It's so underrated.
Very similar to The Fly. Like,
yes. Like how the body, like, then it starts, like, skin starts falling off and stuff. The limbs come out. It was very good. And yeah, when I revisited this, I forgot how great it was with the head rip like that, the skin coming off.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very good.
It's a very underrated transformation scene in any. It's like a lot of people werewolf transformations.
Yeah, I mean, you see London and Howling are always thrown up there with the best. The Fly too. But I always say The Beast Within, I'm a huge Beast Within fan. I think that's one of the most underrated transformations of the 80s. And now seeing this again, I can't think of many other ones off the top of my head, but this is probably one of the best transformations of the 90s.
Yeah.
I'd have to rack my brain on that for 90s movies with good practical transformations. Look at the two kids, gargoyle kids. They look adorable. Yeah, that's this part that just happened, Eric. You see them, and they have these like sad but cute faces on them. The great work with the facial expressions on the gargoyle kids. That's it.
You look at all the work that's been put into this, and the makeup, the special effects, the puppeteering, everything about it.
Yep.
And now it's all done by computers, and it just
it's not. I know what you mean. It's not like a quick, like practical effect, like a decapitation.
Yeah.
Right. It's a production. You got puppetry. You got like forced perspective in some shots. You have the effects. You have, a lot of stuff goes into that.
Like I can get using CGI for when it's flying up, when the gargoyle's flying up. Yeah, definitely use CGI for that because it's hard to use a green screen or anything like that to make that look good. Yeah. It does stand out in this. but everything else, like the physical effects, are just
it's great.
like
Even the
it's
CGI doesn't
flawless.
look bad with her flying out. That doesn't look terrible either.
Yeah,
And like
it
a
doesn't
good
look
example
terrible.
recently is Late Night with the Devil. So, like I said,
Yeah.
with the CGI in that, it works for people or it doesn't. For me, I think it looks pretty great for the most part, because there's some things they can't do practically, like that with Lily, the girl on, all electric and stuff, and then like the bolt coming off of her, and how she shoots an
Yeah.
electric bolt. You can't do that practically. Like, you got to do that CGI. But the fact that they did the practical effect of her head splitting open, like Carpenter style, like Palmer from The Thing, I'm glad they did practical, and then they just covered it up with a cool looking CGI with the flame coming out of her head and shit. It looks cool to me, but I can see where people don't care for it, for sure. And yeah, Beast Within, I fucking love the Beast. Yeah, I did a video on it a while back. I'd love to revisit that. I love the Beast Within. That is such an underrated creature feature, 80s movie. And fun fact about that movie, Queen Latifah is a huge fan of The Beast Within. She met Michael Clemens, who plays Michael, the young Paul Clemens, who plays Michael in the movie, the main kid. And she said, I've seen that movie 5 times. So she's a big fan of The Beast Within, Queen Latifah. Awesome.
Yeah.
So awesome, Russ, that you love prog rock. And all good music. Hey, Pat, Cheetah here again. I am here for the Rust Creek chat. We're right at the end here. The witch is getting her revenge. I mean, the kid's getting his revenge. The witch is getting her ass eviscerated. And I love that. Don't you love a good ending? And he eats the cookie. Like, that's a great wraparound. That's my favorite wraparound, I think, in all 3 of the movies. And just
definitely
and all the quality of the 3 segments, I think, is the strongest all throughout.
It's definitely it's aged well too. Like, it hasn't
really has
been outdated in any way. Like, there's nothing that ties it to a particular time. The only thing you can say is there's no cell phones and there's no mobile phones or anything like that. Other than that, it stands, to me, it stands the test of time.
Oh yeah, I mean, especially every time I rewatch this, the effects hold up and look better and better.
Oh yeah.
Like, Keith, take it easy, buddy. Thanks for hopping on, man. I'll talk to you in a few minutes, probably.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for hanging out,
Keith.
Eric. Always a pleasure talking with you.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure seeing you. Thanks again. And we're basically ending this. I know you got stuff to do, Jason. Thanks for hanging out for the duration. Yeah.
Glad I could be here.
Yeah, no, it was a blast, man. Talking, this is a great watching this again, because
and Russell,
every time I watch this,
night any good? Late night is.
Oh, Late Night is great. Russell.
Late Night is very good. Late Night with the Devil is very good.
It's my horror of the year, which I'm sure Maxine will top that. I'm hoping maybe Terrifier 3 might top it too, just as I'm a slasher fan at heart, and that probably will. But you never know.
I know there's a whole host of spider related horror films coming out this year. So
I don't know what's going on with that. I've noticed that.
Yeah, like since Arachnophobia remake got announced, there's like Infested, Sting,
the one with the L everyone's talking about. Evangelist,
Long Legs.
One Legs.
I think that's one, is it? Or
I've never heard of that one. But yeah, there's a bunch, I guess. But all right, so what's going on your channel this coming week? I know you started the awesome Wrong Turn series, which is great. Awesome until a point, I guess.
yeah, that's taking a steep turn. But no, I've got a Toxic Avenger Part 3 coming out tomorrow. Wrong Turn Part 2 coming out Friday. Then Monday, Monday for me, I guess Sunday for you guys. Depending on where you are in the world.
Different dimension.
Yeah. Different reality altogether. I'll be doing my Night of the Creeps watch party.
Nice. Yeah, I'm going to try to be there for that. What night?
Yeah.
What night is
it? Well, for me, it's Monday.
Sunday. Sunday for me, though.
Monday for you. Yeah.
It'll be. That'll be. I'll be free.
Starting about 2.5 hours ago in a week.
Yeah, no, I'll be free for that. It'll be good. So yeah, definitely if you're not subscribed to Ninja, check him out. Get over to his channel, subscribe. And Wrong Turn is a series that he's going through. And definitely check those videos out as they roll out. I got Edit Abigail, spoiler free. I gotta do the First Omen and edit that one. And then just whatever random videos, movies that I feel like watching that pop into my head. But yeah, Russell, definitely check out Late Night. Sun Shutter. It is great. And people, I keep pushing this movie that's on Tubi, but Low Lives, watch it, people. I'm telling you.
I heard you talk about that one.
And don't read anything. Don't watch the trailer. Don't read a fucking thing, because this movie, you can't. I couldn't even talk about it for more than 30 seconds without spoilers, because you can't. So just watch it. Just like for a Tubi original, it is excellent.
I've seen some good Tubi originals.
And there have been a few, and we were talking like Terror Train and stuff like that. I didn't see the sequel, but like for this movie, like I'm surprised Shudder didn't steal this. That's how good this might be. The best screenplay of the year that I've seen so far. Like when it comes to like just the way it's written and the way it builds on itself and references it, the screenplay might be the best screenplay I've seen all year. And for a Tubi original, that's like blasphemously insane. So anyone who hasn't seen it in the chat, definitely check it out. Low Lives. But all right, guys, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you just for all the support, all the love. I started doing this for myself. Still the primary reason, but I mean, you guys became family, and it's the whole reason that keeps me going here. And it means everything to me. So thank you guys for hanging out here. And thanks, Ginger, for hanging out. Thanks to everyone else who was on the panel earlier. And everybody in chat, everyone have a great night, and we will talk to you soon. Take care, guys.